Our guy is back from across the pond. It is Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. Do you feel more cultured?
No. Fresh from the pitch. You're very naughty.
How was it? How does Bart Scott translate in Britain? How does that work?
I think they think I'm a brute. They hit me with it's this weird hearing a grown man say, "You're very naughty." I'm like, bro, no. Like, hey, man, no, man. That's not, I'm not naughty. You know what I'm saying? Santa's little helper. Hey, man, y'all need to switch that. Don't call no American very naughty.
Well,
you're very naughty. You're very naughty, man. Like, no.
Bart, of course, was over with the Jets in England and went overseas to see what we all saw here on Sunday morning. Yeah, you did.
I lost my voice. Like, they had me working like King Kunta over there. Like, I did a show with Cynthia Freeland and Maurice Jones-Drew.
NFL Network?
I don't know what the hell it was. I just know the Jets set me up for the banana in the tailpipe because that don't have nothing to do with the Jets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea that was even part of the job description.
Well, I guess, look, you served us all the old screw job. The Jets served you up the old screw job like they did for the rest of us. Pretty much.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, it was great atmosphere. The Broncos fans kind of took over the arena. Of course, a lot of people's not going to travel overseas if the team isn't good, but I thought the defense played well. I thought you could feel the effects of Jermaine Johnson being back. And the more and more he can play and the more and more they can put Michael Clemens, who has, Madden, they have, hitting strength, speed, overall, and then they have awareness.
Yeah.
He's a 0.
In all of it or on awareness?
In awareness.
Yeah, okay.
This dude might be the dumb. He has no feel, every time he was out there, it was like, oh, gave up the boot, stuff like that. And they figured it out. I mean, the Broncos got the one banana in the tailpipe. You're supposed to be able to win. That's really what you want if you're talking about being able to have the ball with the opportunity to score and getting – the special teams did a great job. I mean, special teams got them exactly where they needed to go, 20 yards to kick a field goal to try and win the game.
Bart is back. He, of course, was overseas in Britain. We are Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app.
So much happened in just 4 days,
and
3 days.
We are also over on YouTube now, which you should be tuning into.
Yeah.
So let's discuss. I came out of this game only thinking one thing. That was 100% on the quarterback because I felt like Justin Fields just really had no concept of what he was doing, wasn't seeing anything downfield. And when we were coming into this season and I had seen what I saw last year and just talking to people and getting more and more the sense of this, that he is processing things at a dial-up speed in a 5G league that has never looked more apparent than it did the other day. I blamed at least 7 of those 9 sacks on him. And I think our answer is there and complete if we ever didn't think we had it. So am I 100% wrong in what I am seeing? What exactly would you say in evaluating what happened the other day?
I mean, we always talked about that. This goes all the way back to training camp when I say he's a slow processor. He has to see it open in this game, especially against an elite defense like the Denver Broncos. Things are going to be open. They're going to be closed very, very fast, right? And he's just a bad, slow processor. You look at the fact that Garrett Wilson was wide open early on the out route. They were pretty much giving that up to be able to move the sticks, get the first down, run the ball 3 times in a row, make Denver use all their field goals, and then let Nick Folk, win the game. That every team in the league would at least get a field goal opportunity. To only need 20, 25 yards and not even get a shot at kicking a field goal, is inexcusable. And the fact that he missed guys that were wide open, and I know, listen, on the last one with Cooper, you never put a tight end on a damn DN when you're trying to. Every highlight tape features a DN on a tight end. And, Mason Taylor got beat like a drum. He should have been more outside, knowing that his tackle can come to him. He should have overset outside and got beat inside because your tackle's there, opposed to getting beat around the corner where you pretty much pin you and your tackle inside. So that was bad. And then the halftime, man, it was like I'm sitting there and it's a dude literally wide open, and they just eat it after going for a fake punt. once we go for the fake punt, then we're in aggressive mode. So, and I know, listen, Aaron Glenn's going to have to get used to the fact that you're going to get asked these questions, which is when somebody has a historical low. I thought that the one, between me, Eli Manning was horrible, which is one of his regrettable moments, his rookie year. I thought after that happened, I thought I'll never see like a performance from a quarterback that bad. But it was arguably worse. It may be the worst performance of a quarterback statistically ever. Maybe Nathan Peterman with his 5 interceptions. Outside of that, he was a liability. And he can't be a liability. Now, potentially with Garrett Wilson not being healthy, what does that mean for the future? Because it's only going to get worse.
Well, quite literally, it was a negative the other day, as in negative 10 yards passing. And the whole situation looked as bad as could be. And when I'm watching him play, it's just so frustrating that you're in that mode before the end of half. Here's what I think happened at the end of the half. And I know that yesterday Aaron Glenn came out and said, yeah, I wish I kind of had handled that a little differently. Hang on. They run the fake punt. Hang on. They run the fake punt. Then they run it on first down, right? They try to throw it on second down, or, they throw it on second down. Anyway, they can complete it on third down, and they're short of the first down, and they've got 30 seconds left, and he's at midfield. He does not trust the quarterback nearly enough in that spot to not screw it up and give the ball to the Broncos at midfield with 25 seconds left. And that's why he just said, blanket, run out the clock. That's exactly what happened. And he can't openly say that, which is why I think he admitted to saying, yeah, maybe I should have handled that a little bit differently. I bet you if you gave Aaron Glenn some truth serum, he's like, no, I did the right thing. I ended the half with the ball at the worst. That was the worst case scenario I could have had.
But if that's the case, I mean, you got the defense, the special teams giving you great field position, get that first turnover, you get nothing. Like you get a great field, you get a great return, nothing. You get a return damn near to the 40, nothing. Like, and that was the difference in the game, the banana in the tailpipe.
So should it have been Tyrod at that point?
It should have been Tyrod, I believe, at the start. I would have benched him in the third quarter.
Start of the second half.
Yeah, no, not the start. I would have gave him like, listen, let's see what you do coming out. Because now you've made your adjustments.
Okay.
You know what they're doing. Hey, this is what we're going to do to combat that. Let's see if he can do it. And then after that, it's like, nah, you know what? Let's go with Tyrod, somebody that can get the ball out quickly, because they were giving you the little stuff. Tyrod could have dinked and ducked them for five yards.
Yep.
For 10 yards, got you 2-3 first downs, kick a field goal, win the game.
And more importantly, would have gotten rid of the ball so you're not taking 6 sacks in the second half or whatever it was.
And that's the issue, man. Like, it makes it, when people look at statistics, it's going to say the Jets have one of the worst offensive lines in football. That's because their quarterback holds the football longer than anybody in the history of football. Like, you thought Russell Wilson held the ball? This dude holds the ball longer than almost anybody I've ever seen outside of Tim Tebow.
Well, this is as bad as can be. And like when you can actually sit there as a layperson like myself and watch these receivers running around and he's not seeing them, dear God, that is an alarming situation when you truly cannot see it at all at that level. And I guess I would just ask this question, Bart. How at this point in his career can he not see it? How is that possible now?
Because every team that ever gets him makes the primary part of his game his legs. And when you have that to rely on, you don't have to learn how to be a good quarterback and learn how to go through the process because you rely on your legs and extending plays and doing that. So he didn't – it's like if he was a guy like – you see Michael Penix, and everybody saw Michael Penix yesterday, and they're like, oh, man, he rarely runs. Well, that's not who Michael Penix used to be.
No.
See, for everybody that know him at Washington, I would like to introduce you to the Indiana version of Michael Penix, who was that guy that was running around and using his legs. See, but when he got the injuries twice to the knees, then it forced him to not rely on his legs first, second, and third. It forced him to rely on playing the position, getting the ball out of your hands, being a quick processor. That's what it was.
Well, I mean, you watch him last night, and the guy's turned into a pretty good quarterback. Now, granted, he's a little bit older. He's played a lot. But at the same time.
He's not older than Justin Fields.
No, he's not. No, he's not. And this is why I think we have come to that point where we know that this is not the guy. So here's where we now find ourselves. Is it fair to say we have the answer that we needed to know on Justin Fields?
Yeah, he's not it.
He's not it.
He's a career backup. He's a backup. He's Marcus Mariota.
So
not even as good as Marcus Mariota, by the way.
No, he's not as good as Marcus Mariota.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
absolutely not.
Not better than Mac Jones. I can name probably about 4 or 5 backups that is better than he is.
Well, so now that leaves you wondering where this is all headed, because it's when you look forward, you can't really build cases. Right now, you can't look at games and say that's a game they can definitively win. There are chances certainly to win, but you don't know the answer to any of that now. You have to.
That Panthers game looks scary.
It should. They're 3-3, and granted they've won all their games at home and they've lost on the road, but still. They're not beating bad teams when they're winning. They beat the Falcons 30-0 a few weeks ago.
Right.
30-0.
30 burgers.
So now you have to figure out where this is all headed. And so we start talking about where their draft position is going to be. It's obviously going to be exceptionally high. What's the quarterback situation? I don't know about you, but I hear stuff like this from Mel Kiper this morning. We heard all the names that we heard at the beginning of the year, and now none of those names are being involved in the top discussions as quarterbacks in the top part of the first round. And this is Mel talking about Dante Moore, which was a name that nobody had on any list coming into this season, the quarterback at Oregon, who didn't even play that great against Indiana the other day, as the number 1 pick. So here's Mel on DiPietro and Rothenberg this morning.
Has a ton of talent. The problem is Dante Moore has a ton of talent. The problem is, this is the problem, he's 20 years of age. He'll only be 20 years of age at the draft. He only has 5 starts going into this year. Those 5 starts were at UCLA when he came out of high school as a number 1 guy. And he struggled in most of those 5 starts. So you figure he's going to be around they're going to be Big Ten championship, playoff. So he's going to have 20 starts. That's not a lot. When you look at all the quarterbacks that have success in the NFL and their number of starts, I can go through the list here. They're all around that 30 to 40 mark, okay, 25 to 40 mark. Some are unbelievable. And you talk about the number of starts around 50. Some guys are up around that 50 mark. Bo Nix had 61. You're talking about 19, 20 starts for Dante Moore after this year is over. But that number, Trubisky, 13 starts. Trey Lance, 17. Mark Sanchez, 16. Anthony Richardson, 13. Okay, when you're in that 17 to 20 range, or even a little lower, you're in a tough spot in terms of a quarterback coming into the NFL.
And Mel went on to talk about the fact that the reason that these guys continue to get drafted is the talent is eventually going to win out. And they think that
eventually
in the decision-making process, not necessarily in the development process. So now we're down to talking about this guy and Fernando Mendoza and just a bunch of guys that you weren't even considering at the beginning of the year. And you're wondering where the off-ramp to Nightmareville is.
So you're saying this is like the Kenny Pickett draft, where you got a high draft in a bad crop.
So Mel this morning put out his big board for the first time. All right, he had 4 quarterbacks in the top 20. Give me a second here while I pull it up. But he had 4 quarterbacks in the top 20.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about the likes of Arch Manning or any of those guys.
Got Mendoza. I like his size.
Sure.
At this point, the Jets don't have any choice but to take a first-round quarterback.
But do they? Is that really the case? So here's what Mel's got. Dante Moore, number 1. Mendoza, number 3 overall. Let's see here. Other quarterbacks in the top 20. Doesn't have anybody else in the top 10. Then he's got Ty Simpson from Alabama at 16. And then he has got Lenoris Sellers at 21 from South Carolina, who was at one point talked about as potentially being a number 1 pick.
Do you talk about maybe Mac Jones?
You talk about other guys around the league. This is the problem. Here we are again. We're at a point where you're going to have to talk about, are we looking somewhere else in the league for the future as opposed to this?
Can Mac Jones be the Danny Dimes of next year?
Bart, I can't do this. I can't do this.
That's where you're at. If you're not going to go out and draft somebody with the first overall pick, you're going to move back up and try and get one of these guys that fall, and you want to make sure you get the number one receiver or you get the best. Well, I don't want safety is it's not something you're going to spend money on. It's got to be pretty much the number one receiver or the number one tight end. If it's a Warren type of tight end out there, or if it's a Dominic, because like you got your two tackles, so you're good there. So you're either the Jets, if anything, you're not going to spend a lot of money on a safety, even though they have some of the worst safety play in all of football. Maybe a corner. So the luxury positions, corner, pass rusher if they keep Jermaine Johnson.
It's an incredibly deep drafting in pass rushing, Mel said.
Okay, well.
So a lot of edge rushers in this first round.
So that's what I'm saying. But if you're the number one overall pick, unless a guy comes up like Carter, like is it a Carter guy out there? I don't know.
Not getting picked that high. It's a deep draft when it comes to edge.
Right,
I would say the one guy is probably Reuben Bain from Miami.
So I mean, the Jets.
That dude's a beast.
But where are you gonna put him? Like you spent Jermaine Johnson first round, McDonald first round. You got 2 first round tackles. You got to go receiver. You got to get that dude at receiver. Because you got to have somebody opposite of if you're not going quarterback.
I saw a guy who could be that dude the other night. It was Mekhi Lemon at USC. That guy is, oh my Lord. And they have a group of guys out there. Jacoby Lane's another good one, but Mekhi Lemon is, holy crap. I don't know why.
Is he number one overall pick?
No.
So
he's top 5. He's top 5.
So, I mean, that's
maybe you slide down for somebody that gets suckered into a quarterback.
Yeah, that's a shame. That's where we're at, though.
Here's the thing, though, Bart.
But you get suckered down and somebody gets a quarterback and he becomes a good quarterback, then you're going to look stupid again.
I got to stop worrying about looking stupid. Can I stop? I have crested.
Already there.
I have reached Mount Everest at looking stupid. I don't need to worry about looking stupid anymore. Now I just got to take shots at trying to do things to make something happen. When we talk about Mac Jones, why is Mac Jones playing well when he does play well? Kyle Shanahan. That's why.
Yeah, and great infrastructure. Listen, I don't think.
Yes, great infrastruction.
But I think.
And they're banged up. We got great infrastructure.
We got great tackles. I think Mason Taylor is going to be a good player, right?
Yeah.
We know Garrett Wilson's a good player. They got an opportunity in free agents to go get a receiver or add a receiver. I think that's a good infrastructure for a guy like Mac Jones.
I honestly think.
Because if he's protected, the ball's out with Mac Jones. You see, basically, that's the Jared Goff person that Ekstrand is looking for.
But is he going to go and do all of those kinds of things the same way he's doing them in San Francisco when he doesn't have Kyle Shanahan?
I mean, he's coming off great play action. I mean, if you believe in Tanner.
He's got McCaffrey there, too.
Yeah, but you got Breeze.
Right now you do, but by the trade deadline, you may not.
No. I'm saying, yeah.
I think Brees is going to be gone. I think they're trading Brees.
I don't think
is necessarily the right thing to do, but when you're not maximizing him right now, how much
you
talent
you can't maximize him because you don't have a quarterback and you don't have a second receiver.
But how much? That's the thing. How much genuine talent are they really wasting right now?
A lot.
Like there's a big part of me that during the game the other day, especially on that last play to Garrett Wilson, and he gets his clock cleaned because he threw the ball so late, that I thought to myself, thank God they paid him already.
Yeah.
Because
his agent would have said, get me the hell out of here.
He would have been screaming and yelling, and this would have been a nightmare right now if he hadn't gotten paid already.
He was screaming and yelling last week.
No, but you know what I mean. Screaming and yelling to the point where it's off the field to the media, get me the hell out of here. You're right.
Yeah.
If they hadn't paid him, this would be so much more of a nightmare. And I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Remember how depressed he was looking at the end of
he looks depressed now, and he got paid.
Listen, he quit my show last year.
I remember.
It's like, I can't do it anymore. I can't talk about this anymore.
And I don't blame him. I get where he's coming from.
First of all, has anybody, since I've been gone, done a wellness check on Tom.
Tom Bauer?
Yeah.
About the Yankees?
Yeah.
Tom was here yesterday.
Because right before I left, he was talking mad cash to me about the Yankees, and he was –
Tom was feeling a lot better after what happened with the Giants the other night, after Dart started to look pretty good.
Okay.
So it was kind of bringing him back.
I was worried about him.
Yeah. Well, no, you were worried about getting a chance to stick it to him. That's what you were worried about.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to figure out when he's on the schedule next.
Yeah. No, that's tomorrow. He'll be here tomorrow. You can stick it to him then. No, absolutely. But all around here, it's so frustrating. And then there is this part of it with Breece Hall. I do want to play this cut from Dan Orlovsky yesterday on McAfee regarding how bad the Jet offense is and what it's going to mean leading up to the deadline on November 4th.
It's as bad as an offensive tape as I've watched in years.
Years.
I'm surprised because I really enjoyed time with them a couple weeks ago having Monday Night Football and was really impressed with Aaron Glenn. It's not equating to wins right now, so I can't defend that. But that offensive tape was absolutely terrible. Garrett Wilson's career is like dying there. He's being wasted talent-wise. I've defended Justin a lot. And I don't think yesterday's performance is totally on Justin, but Garrett's open. Like, Garrett's open on tape yesterday. Dude, if it's man coverage, just throw the ball to him. I don't care what the route says. I don't care what the read says. Ooh. Like, the final play of the game, throw him the ball. The Jets got a really difficult situation right now because it's not going well offensively. They paid the perimeter before they paid the front.
Yep.
Really. Like, they paid Sauce and they paid Garrett. They're two really, really, really good players. I don't necessarily know if that's the best way to go about rebuild. I think they have to entertain trading everybody of value.
Well, who exactly would they have paid up front? You going to pay AVT and he just got hurt again? No. Not going to do that.
Yeah, it's nobody to pay.
Who?
Now, they shouldn't have paid Stevens.
Fashionu's in his second year.
Yeah, they don't have to pay him.
They don't have to pay anybody.
They paid John Simpson years ago.
Yeah.
Titman's not up for another 2 years.
Titman had a beauty of a comment, too, yesterday, by the way.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
Take a listen to this. This is Titman on protecting Justin.
If Justin needs 5 seconds, we need to be able to give him 6. So at the end of the day, that falls on us as an O-line. Not the receivers, not on Justin. It's on us. We got to be able to hold up for as long as he needs, no matter how much it is. Whatever we need to do to be able to get Justin to be able to make plays, that's where we got to step up and we got to solidify kind of those pockets, kind of solidify the entire O-line, whether run game or pass game.
Yeah. Everybody who believes that, stand on your head.
Yeah, that sounds like if Justin needs 10 seconds, we need to give him 11. Like, damn, at what point, how many seconds you need, brother? He didn't even know that was a disc without him saying it was a disc.
Yeah, no, he thought he was taking blame for what happened the other day with the offensive line, thought he was doing the right thing, when in actuality it's like, actually, this is not the way it works around the league. And Justin had 4 seconds on average on all of those sacks.
That was crazy.
Today.
4
seconds. On average. Unbelievable. I think there was one where he had 2.9. And then other than that, they were all at least above 3.
And Tua Tagovailoa, Rodgers, Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, every one of those guys gets off at like 2.5. So that means he should have been clean the whole day. Michael Penix, only been sacked 3 times. Balls out.
It's
unreal.
The
Jets have an unbelievable offensive line pass protection wise. You can't ask anybody to do that. And they're going against Benito and Cooper.
So we're talking about where we're looking at the draft, which doesn't look great. Then you have to start talking about looking around the league. Let's throw out some names, and I'm going to do that here in a moment. You may just call me absolutely insane for some of them, but I'm doing it anyway because we're done worrying about looking stupid. You can't make it worse.
We're already there.
We're well beyond that.
The only losing team winless team in football.
If there is any decision that is made over in Florham Park right now that is made when we come to personnel with football based on not wanting to look stupid, that person needs to leave the building, whoever's making that decision. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York, 800-919-3776. Dear God, we are just getting started. It is awesome to have Bart back after his trip overseas. I really want to know how he immersed himself in the culture as well. We'll get to that. It's all on the way. You're next at 800-919-3776. And even more Mel on the Jets and the draft. And you're going to want to hear this coming up, too.
New Jersey now, northbound Route 1 and 9, Pulaski Skyway closed on the Jersey City side. Crews are fighting a vehicle fire. They've got their hands full northbound side of 1 and 9. Big delays there across the Skyway. You're pretty much stuck. Go with truck route 1 and 9 or the New Jersey Turnpike to or from Jersey City. Heavy traffic on Route 35 at Neptune. That's because the road is closed by Route 66 with a water main break. Coming in from New Jersey, it's 45 minutes for the George Washington Bridge upper, lower level 15 to 20. Lincoln and Holland tunnels with a 15 to 20 minute delay. The Goethals Bridge going over to New Jersey from Staten Island. It's a broken down vehicle in the right lane. And in Brooklyn, a lot of traffic on the inbound Gowanus BQE combo from the 38th Street area. That's all because of an accident. Right lane is closed. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5, for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Honey, this is it. Shot clock winding down. Trailing by 2.
When you can't miss the last shot, and neither can he, don't take slow for an answer.
Pastrello shoots. Good to see it, Carl.
Switch to Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at just $40 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
What went through your head on the last shot?
It all happened so fast. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your
Did
you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
That doesn't even begin to cover it. What are we kidding? Hard Knock Life. It's the
best I could do right now.
It's a freaking nightmare. Why don't you give me that? Why don't you give me the Cody Rhodes American Nightmare song, whatever the hell that is. I don't even know the name of the song that his intro is. I know he's the American Nightmare. That's all I'm thinking of. All I'm thinking of is how bad it is right now. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. Also on YouTube on the ESPN New York page. If you're not subscribed to it, by all means, go there. On YouTube, subscribe to the ESPN New York page. Easiest way to get there is right on the app. Tile on the front page. Click it. Bang. Right there. Doesn't get any easier than that. This was Mel this morning. DiPietro and Rothenberg. Do you trust the Jets to develop one of these quarterbacks in the draft if they do go that route?
Well, let's just go to who you have. If you're talking about Dante Moore, you're talking about a guy who's going to come in very young. How do you handle him? Are you going to force him in? Fernando Mendoza is a guy who needs an offensive line. He's not going to be like Dante can move a little bit better. Fernando is taking a lot less sacks. At this time last year, through 6 games, he had 24 sacks. That's at Cal. He had taken 24 sacks Mendoza had through 6 games. This year he's taken 6. So, great kid. He studies it. He says, hey, I'm trying to crack the code. I love trying to crack the code. And the great thing about him, no social media. Got to love that. He's never on social media, never distracted by social media. So, Mendoza's going to be right there with Dante Moore. And with Mendoza, you got to have the fortress in front of him. You got to have the offensive line. With Dante Moore, you're going to have to give him some time, to develop and figure out the NFL. After only, only basically 1 full year as a starter at the collegiate level if he comes out.
Does any of that make you feel more confident?
Yeah, we're screwed.
At what point, God, I don't want to be this guy.
Mac Jones.
I really don't. I don't
We're
want
going Mac Jones, baby. Mac Jones.
Oh, my God. I don't want to be this guy. I'm not even a fan. Why does this aggravate me as much as it does when you just continue to see the same thing done wrong every time?
Let's go to Deshaun Watson.
Really? This is what we're talking about? This is what we're talking about? Deshaun Watson? Come on. Please.
I'll take Deshaun Watson before I take Justin Fields. He may be cheaper than Justin Fields, too. He just made $230 million guaranteed for nothing. He can take a dealer's choice just for opportunity.
He's not going to be getting any money. That's for sure. That's for real.
Yeah, he'll be a Russell Wilson, $5 million.
$2 million. Let's start there.
I'll take it. I'll take him at $2 million. Then Justin Fields at 20.
That's a whole nother set of challenges you're bringing in there, boy. That's a whole nother set. Here's the point. This is where we are. Can I throw out a couple of names just to throw them out there?
Please.
Just to see if there's any chance that anybody else might do something stupid.
There's no such thing as a bad idea.
Until I say it. And then there's a bad idea. I'm just going to say it because of who the organization is, how bad they are, and what their history is, and what's gone on with this particular player. Is there any chance at the end of the year, Jets have the number 1 pick, Cincinnati says, we can't keep paying Joe Burrow this money to not be on the field? Is there any chance?
Not a chance in hell. The metropolitan area.
If I could argue with you, I would, but I'm reaching here, man. I talked about Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to take up that salary cap space
with Burrow or Lawrence? Yeah, Lawrence, I don't know.
Well, Burrow knowing that he can't stay healthy.
Well, at least I know. Isn't it fair to say
you protect them? You can protect them.
Exactly. I have a much better offensive line than they have in Cincinnati. I have a much better. They have never figured that out. But my only thing is they're not going to trade Burrow. They're not going to trade Burrow this soon, and they're not going to do it.
Not after playing Chase out there.
Exactly. Chase and Higgins. Yeah. Because he's the reason that they paid those two guys as opposed to anybody else. What about Lawrence?
Lawrence is having a rebirth under Liam.
Do you think like he and Liam, by the end of the year, if Liam is sitting there and saying, I can have Lawrence or at this money, or I can have my own guy at a rookie contract?
You're going to get Will Levis.
Man. This is just getting worse by the moment.
I mean, Mac Jones.
Why does this suck so bad?
We can get Anthony Richardson. I'm sure he's available. Get the alien.
He got hurt in warm-ups the other day. He broke his eye in warm-ups.
I thought he was the alien.
He's an alien because he looks like one now. It's a patch over his eye because he broke his orbital bone in warm-ups. I don't even know how he did it. Did he get hit in the eye with a ball?
Cyclops.
Was it like a Marsha Brady situation? Like, I don't even know what happened.
It was with a resistance band.
Oh, and it slapped him.
Oh, even better.
Yep.
So he got it stretching.
Oh, I'm suing somebody.
So it snapped into his eye.
Don't tell me he was laying down. He was pulling his legs back and swat.
All I know is the reporting over the weekend said that he got hit in the face with a resistance band is how he injured his eye.
That means he broke his own eye.
Yes.
He can't even blame nobody.
Yes. Like, at least Tyrod could look at the doctor and say, you punctured my lung with the needle.
Wow.
You can't even say that.
This dude, I don't even know if I could touch somebody that stupid.
All right, 800-919-3776. Let's let some of the other people touch the stupid people. Here's David in Elizabeth. David, what's up, brother?
What up, fellas? Bart, glad you're back. All right, before we get into it, Bart, real quick, man. I told Big Fella this. I'm repeating it again. Colonia Grill, gentlemen. Colonia Grill. Oh, can you guys even hear me? I got my phone on the other side.
We can hear you, bro.
I can hear you. Yeah. Sound like you were doing the dishes.
All right, cool. Yeah, Colonia Grill in Morristown. It's in your neck of the woods, Bart. You got to try it, man. Food is amazing. Steak and fries. It's the sauce, Carlin.
Okay.
It's the sauce.
Well, Bart came in this morning. He was eating a steak at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm on London time. It's 4 o'clock.
Was that the $1.99 steak that you picked up? Or what's the name of that place up by Penn Station?
Yeah, this Denny's, yeah. The rubber steak.
Yeah, so we're going to get into it. Yo, real quick, Bart, I never, ever, ever go against you. I'm going against you this time. Yo, please, no Mac Jones, bro. No more rebirth stories. And the word of my man Thanos, no more resurrections. I'm sorry, bro. Draft a quarterback the right way.
You can do both.
If you guys do want to bring somebody back, I would, not somebody back, but somebody to the organization to do the right thing real quick while we have a rookie quarterback, I would bring in either a Kyler Murray if he gets loose, Deshaun Watson, like you said, or maybe Trevor Lawrence if he gets loose. I doubt it happens because Trevor Lawrence is playing good. Kyler Murray, maybe when he comes back,
what about Murray?
What
about Murray?
I love me some Murray.
Murray gets in a situation where they're ready to move on from him, which is not out of the realm of possibility. They paid him.
His contract ain't crazy money either.
No, it's not absurd. It's not absurd. That's better. Here's what I need.
I'll give up the first pick for Kyler Murray. All right, second. The second is basically, bro, he's young.
I know.
2-time Pro Bowler. I'll take Kyler Murray every day of the week.
But again, I'm taking on the
It ain't his fault.
money.
It ain't his fault. His team was stupid.
No,
like that. The way they lost the game last week. The week before, the dumbest way I've ever seen anybody lose a game in my life.
Here's the problem, though. Okay, I need a finished product. I can't rely on this coaching staff.
Kyler's finished.
No. Hang on. I can't. Aside from Kyler, Mac Jones, that kind of guy. I'm not going to be able to bring in the next Sam Darnold and fix him and resurrect his career. I can't do that crap. I don't have the guys to do it.
Shanahan's already did it for you.
Yes, but
it's just like Sam Darnold.
We have seen guys. Shanahan did it with Darnold, I know, but we have seen other guys that go a place, play under one coach, and then when they get away from him, they suck again.
But Kevin O'Connell is a rebirther.
Yeah,
and so is and you can say so is Shanahan, and so is McVay.
McVay did that with Mayfield.
Right.
Certainly they did it with Darnold, because those who haven't noticed, Darnold is playing very well for Seattle right now. I don't think you can afford to do this with somebody like Mac Jones when you're bringing him here.
But Mac Jones already balled out, though.
But the Buccaneers are a good organization.
And Seattle is? Seattle hasn't been a good organization for the last 2 years.
Are they better than the Jets? Yeah.
That's a low bar.
More than the Jets. Yes.
So that means
it's a freaking low bar.
So you mean you don't expect the Jets to do anything with anybody, because no matter where they came from, it's going to be a better situation than them?
But where's the empirical evidence to suggest they will? That they will bring the guy in. The only guy I would ever point to would be Ryan Fitzpatrick, and that was with Bowles.
It's just, do you believe?
And that was 1 year.
It's if you believe in Tanner and what he can do with a golf-like player.
I don't know whether or not I should believe in Tanner or not. That's the problem right now, because when I see Fields,
I can't evaluate him.
Exactly. I don't know if Tanner's good or not, because Fields is bad.
Well, Dan Orlovsky said that the plays was open. So that means he caught the right plays. He just don't have a quarterback that can execute the finished product of it.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and
Carson Wentz.
He's not even playing poorly. I mean, again, that speaks.
Anybody but Justin Fields.
Why can't you find that coach, that offensive coach? Maybe you did with Engstrand. I don't know.
But you may have it.
You may, but I have no idea, and I'm not going to find that out for a while.
Well, at this point, do you want to put Tyrod in when you know that you got the first overall pick? Do you want to mess that up?
Clearly, the Jets' best path to the number one pick is to continue to play Fields. And can we not screw that up this year? Can we not? The Giants have screwed it up a couple of times. The Jets have done it. Can we not? Like, remember a few years ago, I remember thinking how amazing it was that, who was that defensive coordinator? The dumbass. Who sent the zero blitz against the Raiders and Henry Ruggs down the sideline before the accident. The Jets were about to win the game, and the Raiders, he sent the zero blitz on fourth down.
Was it Ulbrich?
No, it was another one who's a dumbass.
That's a long list.
I shouldn't say dumbass, but he acts like one. He acts like a jackass.
Was it Wink? Was it Wink?
No, it wasn't Wink. It was the Jets. I
don't even know who the defense coordinator was before Ulbrich.
It was somebody who always gets.
Oh, it's Adam Gase, under Adam Gase, right?
Might have been under Gase.
Had to be.
Yeah. Point being, it was somebody who always gets it his own way. It was a Jim Schwartz type of guy, but it wasn't Jim Schwartz. What's his name? Who was it?
Was it Greg Williams?
Greg Williams.
Yeah,
Bang.
yeah.
That guy. Remember that? Zero blitz, fourth down. Go ahead, Derek Carr. Chuck it up down the sideline. They snatched defeat out of the jaws of victory, and that was actually helpful. And they fired Greg Williams the next day. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you. D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
We have to kill that promo, okay? Because Don is screaming, you can feel good because you're a damn football team. He was talking about the Jets. That was week 1. Remember? Remember how bad the Giants looked in week 1 and it was going to be a nightmarish scenario? And then you watch the Jets and week 1 you thought, wow, they moved the ball up and down the field on the Steelers. That defense will be better. We'll be okay. We'll be fine. This guy can play. We're in good shape. Holy crap. Seriously, got to kill it. That is what we call a promo that has aged out, that no longer fits. And it's just coincidence. No, not coincidence. It is a serendipity, so to speak, a happy coincidence that somehow it's not mentioned in there that he was talking about the Jets.
It's evergreen.
It would appear that way now, but it's really not. Let's continue on the phones. 800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin, Frank in Patterson, New Jersey is next on ESPN New York. Frank, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Good morning. Welcome back, Bart. Hope you enjoyed the time away. It's just kind of surprising to me that that it's gotten this bad at quarterback. I mean, Aaron Glenn has been said that he was a student of Parcells, and one of the things that Parcells was hyperly critical about was quarterback play. So going forward, to be honest, after watching Sunday's game, any mediocre quarterback in the league, any mediocre backup in the league would have probably been able to win that game for the Jets. And going forward, I don't see where I can trust this regime to actually go out there and choose a quarterback. Keeping in mind that right now, as the NCAA standings look, it doesn't look like there's a quarterback coming out next year that you would have to go get. And
look, a lot can happen between now and April. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying that actual sentence in the middle of the football season after Week 6. A lot can happen between now and April.
Yeah, somebody's always going to sin because of the competition they're playing, and somebody's going to get crowned. Somebody's going to win the Heisman, and we're going to convince ourselves that they're a baller.
I want to ask you this because I've heard so many people bring this up.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Remember when I was saying, hey, in the fourth round, you had 2 fourth-round draft picks. Just take Shador.
Yeah.
At least you would have got an opportunity. Like, man, this ain't going well. Let's go to Shador and see if he can figure it out, the rookie.
Yeah. I wouldn't have had a problem with that. And look, he's not playing there. At least they traded Flacco away so that if Gabriel's not playing well in a few weeks, Shador may get his opportunity.
How about you? Listen, you might have the softest linebacker in the world for your Steelers. He let Gabriel give him the business. After hit, Gabriel grabbed him by his helmet, it looked like he gave him a little chin check, chop, and he didn't do nothing but put his hands up.
Yeah, they're a soft 4-1. You know that.
It's nothing. Yo,
you and I were not wrong about keeping Rodgers, though. We were not wrong about that.
Yep.
How many games did the Jets have won right now if they kept Rodgers? 2?
All of them.
Oh, come on.
They'd beat the Steelers because Justin Fields was been on the other side.
What you're forgetting is the defense has been terrible up until this past week.
Right. When the defense is always terrible until Jermaine Johnson plays.
Well, but they were bad in week 1, too.
They gave him some big plays, but they didn't look like putrid. They sacked Rodgers the first play of the game.
Yeah, but they threw 4 touchdowns in a game.
Yeah, but those touchdowns like blown covers, like the Woody boot, like stuff like that. Like Jermaine Johnson makes such a big difference. I'm telling you, Michael Clemens.
I know. My point is they would not have won every game so far. They would have won at least 2,
maybe 3. Yes,
maybe 3.
Yes,
and I get it.
They would have definitely beat Denver.
By the way, do you think this would be the case? Pay attention. Who hasn't been showing up on McAfee every Tuesday? Did you notice that?
Rizzo.
You notice that? Why do you think that's happening? I think it probably has a lot to do with Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin don't play that.
Yep. I think it has a lot to do with that. Mike Tomlin, it sounds like, probably said to him, hey, you can show up whenever you want when it comes to actually signing with us. But you're not doing McAfee this year. That's not happening. Do you think that would have been the case if he had stayed with the Jets? He'd still be on every Tuesday.
No, maybe. It depends on how Glenn was going to come at him.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin got a certain type of cachet.
Yes.
Let's keep the main thing the main thing. We don't need these type of distractions here.
Phil in Atlantic City is next on ESPN New York. Phil, what's going on?
Good morning, gentlemen. I wish I could be on for all day because I have so much to say about every level of this terrible team. But I wanted to focus on moving forward in terms of acquiring players. I know they're talking about trading away Breece Hall, which I wouldn't do. I hear DJ Moore, possibly Njoku. I would maybe talk to Detroit. They have Tesla. They have Jameson Williams, who just really had his first good game. What do you think about taking in players instead of selling?
What trading for players now?
Yeah, acquiring players.
No. It can't do that now. First of all,
why are you buying if you?
Some of those guys are either about to be paid or have already been paid, and there's no need to do it. There's no need to take on all of that. When I have nobody to throw them the ball, why am I trying to get Jameson Williams? When I have nobody who can get him the ball right now.
Jamison Williams.
I thought he threw that in there, didn't
From
he?
the Lions?
I think that's what he threw in there. That was one of the names he threw in. Like, the Lions just paid him. They didn't pay him an absurd amount, but they just paid him. Like, why am I trying to do any of that before I know that I have somebody that can actually throw the ball? All right. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. This is so
it's
frustrating.
Yes.
To think about the draft, to think about nothing in the draft, to think about what the possibilities are in getting somebody from the outside, which are zero, and where this is all headed, which is nowhere. All right. It's a happy, fun Tuesday. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
FanDuel is getting you ready for kickoff with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. You can build parlays, bet player props, ride the live lines, whatever your style, FanDuel has you covered. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. Visit FanDuel.com/Peter to download the FanDuel app today and get started. 21 and over in Fisley, Present, New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Honey, this is it. Shot clock winding down. Trailing by 2.
When you can't miss the last shot, and neither can he. Don't take slow for an answer.
Pastrello shoots! Did you see it, Charlie?
Switch to Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at just $40 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
What went through your head on the last shot?
It all happened so fast. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
This guy's got to explain himself. It's a little red flag last night. Little red flag we got to get into here. Harry Douglas is with us. He is with us every Tuesday at 11 a.m. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, and on YouTube. First things first, Mr. Douglas, it's great to have you with us. You are presented by Amazon Pickup, by the way, so congratulations on that.
Oh, do he get a piece of that?
Well, thank you, because I get Amazon packages left and right at this damn house.
Two things. Number one, kudos, because I saw the clip that you posted the other day from out in Oregon. Our guy is on SportsCenter in the morning. Harry, for those who don't know, they should be checking him out every Saturday morning on College Game Day live on digital ESPN, kind of leading up to College Game Day. And he's out there with Christine Williamson and Harry Lyles, does a tremendous job on this show.
What was it, like 3 o'clock?
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning out there, wasn't it? When you were out there when you were out.
It was very early.
So yes, so you're out there, you're on the set, you're doing a SportsCenter hit, and you went to the full-on McAfee. What were you singing that you got the entire crowd to sing? Shout? Was that right?
Yeah, it was shouting. And look, a lot of people were shocked because they didn't realize I could actually sing.
Oh yeah.
And it actually caught the attention of a lot of people. Got a lot of tweets about it.
You were in the choir, right? Were you in the choir growing up?
Younger, but I had to quit it though because I had sports to play. But Rick Neuheisel, man, who works for CBS,
Tricky Ricky,
he came to me like during the game, and he was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like I've never seen anything like that. Like you can't fake what you just did on SportsCenter this morning," and gave me some praises. And then Anthony Mackie hit me up as well. He was like, "Man, I got to experience a college game day with you." And I said, "Just let me know, bro."
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You blowing up like the – oh, I can't say that. You blowing up, baby. But that's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, listen, now they're going to be treating you like Frankie Lyman around this thing. They've been giving you a mic every time, having you to sing your answers.
Before we get into the Jets, though, here's the problem. I'm looking on social today. You're at the Falcons game last night. We do a lot of stuff with the Falcons. I understand this.
Yeah.
You are wearing your own jersey in the stands at the Falcons game. What is that?
Yeah, what's the problem? Not many people can say they played 10 years in the NFL, Chris. And the ones that have an issue with it are the ones that are properly jealous. Don't be jealous of me. We wore the throwbacks last night. I looked in my closet because I was going to wear
I got that.
I was going to wear a white jacket, a white Falcons jacket. And I said, man, it's a throwback game. My son has on my jersey. My wife has on my jersey. Let me just put the throwback jersey on, man, and have some fun and be excited. And, man, me and my daughter, I got to take my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my kids, my wife, and we just had a great time. And I was in the suite with a lot of guys that I'm very close with that are actually Buffalo Bill fans. So they were gracious enough to give us 7 tickets and their suite and just our families merging and having a good time. But, you know, man, it's just, you know, you're having fun. You rep for your city. I'm an ATLian. I'm a diehard. I grew up here. I grew up rooting for the Falcons. So, Carlin, if I want to wear that Falcons 83, damn it, I'm going to wear it when I want to, where I want to, how I want to.
Hey, what's that rap song, Wear My Own, like I'm on my own?
Yeah.
Brick.
Hang on here.
Wear my own.
Hang on.
Brick, like I'm on my own brick.
I brought this up to Bart an hour ago, and he was trashing you for this.
No.
You cannot be wearing your own jersey to a football game.
Where when he put it
you
that way.
You can't do it.
I thought you were doing autograph signings.
No. It's just the family
it was a
unified.
choice.
My grandmother had hers on. My parents had theirs on.
But those are your parents. That's your grandmother. That's your kids. That's your wife. You cannot wear your own jersey.
He said, I'm my own hype man. I'm my own hype man.
Now, Carlin, listen. I don't want anyone to take this next one out of context. Carlin, I'm rich. I can do what the hell I want to do.
Rick James, mother. Rick James. I'm Rick James.
I can do what the hell I want to do.
Rick James.
My tax bracket is a different tax bracket. I can do what the hell I want to do, Chris.
Get off. Forget your couch, Carlin. Forget your couch. Should have never gave me money.
You know what? For that answer, I'm going to go buy a damn Harry Douglas jersey.
Look, it's like the same thing when people say, man, you can't wait. It's after Labor Day. You can't wear white. I look at them, shut up.
Oh.
Don't tell me what I can wear.
I wear cream every day, baby. You saw me out in London. I was creamed up, baby.
Yes, you were. Look good, too, Bart.
Appreciate it, man.
And I see you get your workouts and stuff then. You know, us former players, man, we got to continuously work out, keep out, especially when we have active kids.
It's a struggle, bro.
Listen, our kids are the first ones that let us know, like, oh, you getting pudgy. Oh,
my
you
daughter,
don't have any stamina, Daddy. You're getting tired on the treadmill. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And my daughter's a jerk like me, but you know what I'm saying? I listen, my dream is for the first time one of my kids come to me and say, they told me to go get my daddy.
That's how mine are.
Yeah.
Mine are the exact same way. You know, my daughter is literally my twin.
So mine
her
too.
Energy, like she might be the only person in this world that can match my energy toe to toe.
My daughter, same thing.
God bless you.
What's that? Come out and play. Ain't nobody gonna say, hey, man, go get your daddy. I go get my ass kicked. You lose. You can't even be your kid's hero. You get your ass kicked when you're supposed to be saving the day. Hell no. I'm always in training.
I still cannot get over, and it's the greatest answer I've ever heard. I'm rich. I'll do what the hell I want. All right, let's talk some actual football. Let's start with that game last night. Your Falcons appear to be back, and that defense with Jeff Ulbrich, by the way, the former Jet coach.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden, the Falcons have a defense that's playing exceptionally well. Give me your take on what we're seeing here, that they made life incredibly difficult for Josh Allen, which does not happen very often.
I think, number one, you look at the Falcons through the last 4 years, excluding this season, they were 31st, 31st, and 32nd sacking the quarterback. The inability to put pressure on the quarterback, sack him, was a drastic need going into the 2025 NFL draft. You took 2 guys in the first round. You brought Leonard Floyd over in free agency. The vibe is different defensively. And what you've seen last night versus the MVP of 2024, Jeff Ulbrich didn't sit back and just, hey, man, I'm going to wait till Josh Allen brings it to us. They brought it to Josh Allen. They blitzed. The guys were getting home. They had 4 sacks last night, 2 interceptions, 9 pass deflections. So it's not just the defensive line. It's the D-line, the linebackers, the secondary. Everyone is moving in unison. And here's something that a lot of people don't know about the Atlanta Falcons and their defense. They're first in total defense. They're first in pass defense. They're 7th in points allowed, and they're top 8 in takeaways. That is a drastic change from what we've seen here in Atlanta the last few years. And to complement the defense and what they're doing, well, guess what? The offense is 2nd in total offense, 1st in rushing offense, and 9th in third down conversion. So, you know, complementary football, you talk about it all the time, and it's a cliche, but it's exactly what the Atlanta Falcons are doing right now.
Yeah,
and
AJ Terrell coming back, and Ulbrich has had
it was huge.
And Ulbrich has had tremendous success against Josh Allen. Every time he had the Jets, you know, they always turned him over, and they turned him over again. But just imagine what this team would be if they wouldn't have got their ass kicked by Bryce Young. How do you explain that one then? Were they all out at Magic City all night?
You know what though, Bart? I think it was great for this team. Sometimes it takes things like that to open up more eyes, because, you know, sometimes you may walk around that facility, you may be feeling yourself a little bit until you get your ass whooped. And that's exactly what happened. And they got embarrassed, and the national media and everyone was talking about the Falcons and what they weren't doing and this and that. Defense has been playing well all season, but I thought it lit a fire in the coaching staff, the players, and everyone amongst that organization. And sometimes you may need that wake-up call to push you a little bit, to focus on the details and be fundamentally sound when it comes to everything that you do. Be detail-oriented in your work. So now the 2 back-to-back games, they beat the Washington Commanders and did it convincingly. They had a bye week, had a chance to prepare for the Buffalo Bills. Now, can you stack a third one in a row? Because you have the 49ers on Sunday Night Football out west.
All right, enough about the Falcons. Can we rent Kirk Cousins?
Hey, I said keep him until somebody desperately needs him, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in this league, and the backup quarterback is one of the most important positions. So I say hang on to him right now. Don't change anything, and I love a veteran being in the room with Michael Penix Jr. So if I'm the Falcons, I'm hanging on to him right now unless someone wants to give me a second-round pick.
And that's a lot to ask for with that kind of money, but I understand where the mentality is on it. That aside, Harry Douglas is with us, of course, ESPN NFL analyst, and Freddie and Harry every day, 3 to 7 on ESPN Radio. When you now look at the Jets, and we watched that abomination the other day, it's pretty clear they have their answer, and the answer is no at quarterback. So if you're the head coach and you're trying to set a culture, how much can you continue to run Justin Fields out there when you're 0-6, you're getting no results for what you're trying to sell, and you're trying to get your players on your page?
So Justin Fields, I don't believe he's playing great football right now, but it's not just him. I think the coaching staff can do a better job. Like what happened right before halftime, you don't ever take for granted the opportunity to potentially get points before halftime.
But Harry, I think that happened because he didn't trust him to not screw it up.
Well, but here's my thing, though. Then if you don't trust him to that capacity, then why do you have him in there?
Exactly. That would kind of be my point. I agree with that.
Why do you have him in there? But I think also, like, the surroundings aren't great neither. Like, Garrett Wilson is the only receiver, in my opinion, that they have. I don't think the offensive coordinator has done justice a lot this season as well, on top of other guys making mistakes and not being a disciplined football team. But you gotta, like, that's multiple games now, right? You should have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers. You could have easily won the game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now you just lost this one across the pond against the Denver Broncos. Think about the teams that I just mentioned now. They're good football teams. So it's not like you aren't competing in some of these games, because you're right there. It's about closing the deal, minimizing the mistakes, making the plays that are necessary when they present themselves. That's the difference between teams that win and teams that lose. When your number is called, whether it's the quarterback, the receiver, the play caller, head coach, defense, you got to make the plays when your number is called, and that's what the Jets are not doing right now. And that's why they're the only winless team in the National Football League with the number 1 pick in the 2026 NFL draft. It's not even a question. Right. You better take a quarterback, because everyone's going to lose their damn mind.
And who is that guy now? Because you look at Mel's big board today, and that doesn't feel great.
Well, Harry was out there to look at 2 on the list.
Yeah. Did you get to see the game the other day, or were you traveling after?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was there. And what I said about Fernando Mendoza and why a lot of NFL scouts rave about him, he is amazing when he's in the pocket. And Oregon didn't do a great job of getting him off his spot. And that was one of my keys going to the game. If you get him off the spot, flush him out of the pocket, he's not as great. But if you allow him to be comfortable in that pocket and play from that area, he's going to carve you up. In the relationship that he has with Elijah Surratt and Omar Cooper Jr., Indiana's one of the most balanced teams in the country. So I like Fernando Mendoza, and the way he's playing right now, he's climbing up draft boards. I do like Dante Moore. I didn't believe their offensive line helped him out any. The defensive line of Indiana really ate up the offensive line of Oregon. But I do like Dante Moore. But Fernando Mendoza is a pocket passing guy. So you like that if you're any kind of scout.
So we know what we have. Like, well, Justin Fields, I feel like the offensive line gets a bad rap because he holds the ball for 4 seconds. I think on what you say, 7 or 9 of his sacks, Carlin, was all 4 seconds or more, him holding the football.
It was on the average of the 9 sacks, he had the ball for 4 seconds.
So
the
Jets have the infrastructure to be able to handle Mendoza, but if you had to pick off of pure talent and ceiling, would you wait for the other kid from Oregon? Who are you picking for the Jets? Do the Jets move back if somebody else wants Dillon, or do you move back and maybe try to get Mendoza and maybe grab a second or third round pick to add with it?
You know what, Bart? Like it's still so early. It's still so early in the season. I want to kind of see these quarterbacks in college get through 3/4 of the season. I really do, because hey, things are great right now for Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza, but who's to say that they're not going to fall off a cliff?
That would be great if our season wasn't over with, Harry. I mean, we got to sell us something. Jesus, just say something. Give us something.
Something to watch.
We trying to fill into the Knicks start plan, man. Come on, what we doing?
All right, so let me say this. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody can't have a left-handed quarterback that's everybody can't have the best player in the league at Bijan Robinson. I'm sorry, guys. That's my fault. That's my fault.
Yeah.
See, now you're going to make us hate the Dirty Birds. That's the Tampa's going to kick y'all ass in that division.
Spoken like a man who would wear his own jersey to a game. Hey, Harry.
We caught it.
Harry Douglas with us. Hey, Jackson Dart. Everybody's obviously optimistic about what they're seeing, but when you're trying to teach a guy to not take all these hits and it doesn't seem to be setting in, like, is it going to take, unfortunately, like a big hit or an injury for the message to get through with somebody like that?
I hope it doesn't, but the way he's playing right now, he's trying to do everything in his capacity to give the Giants an opportunity. And then you have the mindset of Cam Scatterboo, and those two guys hanging out together might not be the best for a mentality purposes.
It's like Ogre and Grunk are hanging with each other.
Yeah. But he has to understand your best ability is availability. And when you have these open runs, if you're about to receive contact, slide and get down, live to play another down. But, when you're young and you're full of all kind of stuff, you don't know any better until that right L hits you the wrong way, and then you're like, okay, I might need to start getting down.
Now, the Giants have two of the best wins in the NFL. I mean, beating the Chargers when people thought they were invincible, and also beating the Eagles. Now we want to be down on the Eagles now, but everybody believed that the Eagles were, despite their issues, were the best team and still headed towards repeating. Does the Giants have a legitimate chance to be what we thought they were going to be before we saw them week one with Russell Wilson, when people were thinking, oh, well, this team can win 10, 11 games?
So, Bart, here's the funny thing when you ask me that question. You pull up their schedule, right?
Yep.
They have the Broncos, Eagles, 49ers, Bears, Packers, Lions, Patriots, and Commanders, all back-to-back. So even though I believe this team is progressing and they've gotten better, and likes to the energy from Cam Scatterboo and also, Jackson Dart, when the schedule is that gruesome, it's humanly impossible unless you have one of those savvy veteran football teams who've done it over and over again, season after season. It's hard for me to sit up here and say, man, they have a chance in the NFC East with that gauntlet of a schedule.
Well, but the thing is, the Commanders have that schedule. The Eagles have that schedule. It's not like, they have the easier of all the people, I think, right? So, like, long as they win the head-to-head, because, you look at them, they should have beat Dallas. They can beat.
Great point.
They already beat Philly. And what happens if they beat the Commanders?
No, I mean, you bring up great points. In order for them to do it, in my opinion, I think that team would have to have savvy veterans that have been together for a very, very long time. And then when you're missing your star receiver, Malik Neighbors, at some point, it's all good and dandy now, but at some point that's going to show up, in my opinion. Jackson Dart, he's going to have ups and downs. We've seen it versus the New Orleans Saints, right? You had a tremendous game versus the Los Angeles Chargers, only to go lay an egg versus the New Orleans Saints. So I love what I'm seeing from the young man. I love what I'm seeing from the Giants in their fight. And I do believe Brian Dable, these guys are responding to him as a coach and the changes that he has made amongst that offense. But at the same time, reality is reality. That's a gauntlet that you got to play. And it's not like you're playing against – Listen, that defense that they're going against next, they just sacked the Jets how many times?
9.
9 times.
9.
9 times.
9. Damn. But, hey, tell me this then. Like, Dayball's fighting the fight of his life, right, so that he can win to try and keep his job and say, hey, listen, look what I'm doing with Jackson Dart. We won without Malik Neighbors. But at the end of the day, they have 2 wins, and you look at the division, you look at the league. Do you think they're buyers during the trade deadline, maybe going for a guy within your division as far as your Atlanta Falcons division and Chris Olave or something like that, knowing that –
No, you have to. You have to. And your job as a head coach, number one, and also Joe Shane as a GM, is how can I make this football team better moving forward? And you have to exhaust every possibility in making this football team better. So if you got to go out and get a wide receiver, which I do believe they need to do, then you have to make that decision, because it's also going to help your young quarterback be better, It's going to help your offense be better. And it's also going to bring another type of energy to your team, an energy that we've seen once Jackson Dart became the quarterback.
Great stuff as usual. I mean, you're rich, so you can do what you want.
You damn right, Carlin.
You about to go get you about to go get some fava beans, some Grey Poupon, and some Don P?
No, actually, y'all, I am a normal human being. I'm washing clothes.
Oh, no.
Now you domesticated. Now you domesticated.
We are not playing this both ways. No.
Now you want to be the people's champ.
Look, check this out, man. I'm a man who wear many hats.
I'm relatable.
They're different versions of Harry. There's the Harry that is humble. It's the Harry that'll tell you to kiss his ass, and I'm rich. It's the Harry that wash clothes, fold clothes, and cook for his kids and family. I wear many hats, y'all.
I will give you this: the first time, I don't know if you'll remember this. The first time you and I actually met in person after we had done some shows together was in the Bahamas. Harry was setting me up. My wife and I were down there on vacation on Super Bowl weekend, and he gave us a couple of tickets to a Super Bowl party that they were having at this resort, and he had on an unbelievable beach pink.
I remember you told me this.
Yeah, matching set. And I said, that thing is unbelievable. And you looked at me and you said, $12.
$12, man. My wife will tell you, boy, hey, her husband cheap. That's it. If I don't have to spend to win, I'm not spending.
That's why you rich.
She's right here beside me making a face, too, shaking her head.
Show you right.
Appreciate it, brother. We'll talk next week.
All right, fellas.
All right. Harry Douglas, he's the best.
Doogie.
Like I said, you're having a bad day, Harry will perk you right up in a minute.
Oh, yeah. He OJ the Juice Man right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe not OJ, but I know what you're talking about. Harry Douglas, ESPN NFL analyst, and, of course, Freddie and Harry every day, 3 to 7 p.m.
Yep.
With our guy Freddie Coleman. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Harry Douglas was presented by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. I want to get a couple of these in because some people have been very patient. How about D in Queens next on ESPN New York? D. D!
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, okay, we about to put you on hold. What else, though?
Okay, quick question. Okay. This is the thing. Carlin, I get it. You don't like Justin Fields, but when a dead body's a dead body with the media, y'all just make sure it's dead. When y'all fixate on somebody, y'all go out of your way to make it always negative.
But here's the
Justin
problem.
Fields should have never come to the Jets. Justin Fields should have never come to the Jets. They were not prepared to win, and he needs to be built up. He should have gone to the Vikings or the Rams or somewhere else. The Jets are not prepared to
those
win.
Those places were not giving him a chance to start. The Jets were giving him the chance to start. And that's why he came.
But he should have sat. He should have understood that. Listen, he needed more work, and the Jets Aaron Glenn lied to him. They were not ready to win. This is a rebuild, and he's basically making a fool of Justin Fields because this team. You talking about Aaron Rodgers? They would have won 2 more games. This team is not good. The defense is the first time the defense played well. What are we talking about?
That's because Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson is just that important. Jermaine Johnson is like not having Aiden Hutchinson.
Let me ask this question. Yep. Why are you going to stay in a place where you went 4-2 to start the year and they still benched you for Russell Wilson, who, by the way, has been benched now? And they didn't go back to you when they had chances to because they thought Russell Wilson was the best chance to win. Well, you're not going to go back there. And, by the way, the Jets were paying him $40 million for 2 years. So all of that, he was never going to be staying.
And he gets to play with the guy he had success with.
Yes.
And start over a new narrative. Listen, I disagree with the Jets being a rebuild. Like that offensive line.
That was not supposed to be a rebuild.
That offensive line, Breece Hall, they're missing they're missing one weapon. They're missing a legitimate number 2. Outside of that, the Jets' offensive line is just as good as anybody. The quarterback just makes them worse.
Marvin and Patchogue next. ESPN New York. Marvin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, good morning, guys. Enjoyed listening to you. And as far as the draft, forget about the sexy move. Get some pillars for your defense and offense. As far as a quarterback, I'd like to suggest Josh Dobbs in Pittsburgh. Sounds like he's a little unhappy there.
No, we've been there, done that. Like he was a great story a couple years ago. I'm not going Josh Dobbs. I'd rather go Tyrod Taylor.
Listen. No. Tyrod Taylor is injury prone. He's not. You can't trust him. How long can he hold the season down?
What's the biggest problem here, Marvin? We're talking about these same kind of names.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the guy that's ultimately going to save your franchise and be your franchise quarterback. That's the problem. Now, if you're going to try and go get that guy around the league this offseason, you're either going to have a ton of faith in somebody's ability to continue to maximize somebody like Mac Jones, which I would not go down that road myself. I'd knock on doors and see if I can find somebody who is unhappy in their particular spot, whether it's Burrow or somebody like that, but that's highly, highly unlikely. Or then we're talking about drafting. And we have no idea right now. Think about it. The top 4 and 5 guys that we were talking about 2 months ago are not even in the first round right now.
Yeah.
Other than Sellers.
Yeah, Archer's saying staying in. And if he know the Jets got the first overall pick, he damn sure staying in.
And there's no, by the way, I wouldn't take him. Yeah. Talk about Mel's narrative about guys who haven't played enough. He hasn't played enough.
Need some more ripening.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. On the way is audio files. You're going to want to hear somebody who would know about Jackson Dart and what the primary issue is with him and the Giants trying to get him to not take shots. That's going to come up here in just moments. Plus, someone who left and now is doing well again. And it's just stupid. Again, all your exes are all over the place just cleaning up. That's getting pretty tiresome. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Probably, I'm rich. I can do what the hell I want.
I'm Rick James.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
A dime dropped right down the chimney by Justin Fields to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets have the lead. Be at MetLife Stadium for the Jets and the Panthers on Sunday, October 19th at 1 p.m., presented by JetBlue. Get to the game early and secure the game giveaway, a JetBlue Jets plane magnet while supplies last. Lock in your seats now at nyjets.com/tickets. Once again, that's nyjets.com/tickets.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. After 2 upsets on Monday Night Football, how many teams do you trust in the NFL?
When the Buffalo Bills offensively break the huddle, who scares you? Quarterback and the runner. That's it.
I think Buffalo has to be thinking about, if there's an in-season move to make, what is it and how soon can we do it? Because, this is their year.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Couple of the comments coming in on the live chat on YouTube. Go there, watch the show on YouTube. The entire thing is there for you on the ESPN New York YouTube page. A couple of them chiming in with, first of all, why is nobody, this is from Jared, why is nobody talking about Kirk Cousins? Because we're so far down the line with the Jets at this point. Why would you even discuss Kirk Cousins when this season's lost? He costs a ton of money, and
he played you.
He twice.
The organization, like, ain't anybody messing around no Kirk Cousins.
Wasn't it twice, basically?
Yeah.
He didn't want to be a Jet. He did not want to be a Jet. And why would you even bother to try to do that? Then there are these other names that come up. There was a guy that came up that you used to like. I don't know where it is. I don't even know where he is right now. Hendon Hooker. I don't know where he ended up going because he got cut loose by Detroit.
Right.
I got to look and see what roster he's on, but I'm sure he's somewhere, but he's probably on a practice squad somewhere.
That's weird they didn't pick him up if he knows their system.
Daniel Sims, what about a trade with the Browns for Sanders? They're not trading Sanders right now. He's on Carolina. Thank you. He is on Carolina right now. I assume practice squad. Is that fair? Yeah. Okay. Another guy, why don't they try to go get Sanders now? Like, what's the point now? Like,
it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Like, he's going to end up playing in Cleveland some at some point, but that doesn't really help you when you had the chances to do it virtually risk-free, and you chose not to do it. So that's how you find yourselves in these situations. What you now have to pray for is that a couple of these guys like Mendoza or whoever else who has played a good amount of football continues to develop through the year, and you really start to see something where you could justify getting him at the top of the draft.
Yeah, I mean, that's also basically, you talk about the draft and you talk about trying to figure out what this team's going to be. The hay's in the barn at this point. Like, season's over. Nobody's ever come back from 0-6. 0-7, is that and do you really want to – it's like, all right, well, if we suck and we got to be out here and deal with it, then you got to be out there and deal with it too. So we paid you $20 million. So, yeah, we ain't going to bench you and let you get free money. No, you're going to come out here and take these hits.
All right, let's hit audio files. Yo, Joe, that was tight. Snug. That was tight.
Slim fit.
Joe Leo in today. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. If you're not following us on socials, you should be on all the social channels. Instagram, at Bart Carlin, at that guy Carlin, at the real Bart Scott. Dan Orlovsky on the Jet offense. And this was him yesterday on Pat McAfee, and ultimately what happens because of how bad it's been.
It's as bad as an offensive tape as I've watched in years.
Years.
I'm surprised because I really enjoyed time with them a couple weeks ago having Monday Night Football and was really impressed with Aaron Glenn. It's not equating to wins right now, so I can't defend that. But that offensive tape was absolutely terrible. Garrett Wilson's career is like dying there. He's being wasted talent-wise. I've defended Justin a lot. And I don't think yesterday's performance is totally on Justin, but Garrett's open. Like, Garrett's open on tape yesterday. Dude, if it's man coverage, just throw the ball to him. I don't care what the route says. I don't care what the read says. Like, the final play of the game, throw him the ball. The Jets got a really difficult situation right now because it's not going well offensively. They paid the perimeter before they paid the front.
Yep.
Really. Like, they paid Sauce and they paid Garrett. They're two really, really, really good players. I don't necessarily know if that's the best way to go about rebuild. I think they have to entertain trading everybody of value.
Well, look, if you're talking about trading Garrett Wilson, that's unlikely at this point with what
Nobody
the
take
money
that
situation.
Yeah.
No chance. But if you're talking about trading Breece Hall, I expect that to happen. I'd be stunned if that didn't happen. In fact,
some people even thought Jermaine Johnson for people that need edge rushers.
Because it is that's the other thing. If you're not going to take a quarterback, it's an exceptionally deep edge rusher draft. I don't know about that. All I would tell you is this. Where they are right now, you even got as close to the coach criticizing the quarterback the other day, or saying at some point you just got to give somebody a chance. Well, I think he kind of, in terms of throwing the ball and just chucking it up there, I would say that at some point here, Aaron Glenn is just going to have to give Tyrod Taylor the chance. And I know what it is. I understand what Tyrod Taylor is. It's not changing anything. I don't know how you keep running the guy out there and looking your players in the face and saying this is our best chance to win.
Yeah, at some point you'll lose that locker room. We talk to Jason all the time, and he always speaks about how important it is for you to have the trust of the locker room, especially when you're early on. Because none of the things that you're saying is equating to wins. So for me, like, you can lose some of the young guys, and you may lose the way they prepare, may lose the way they practice. And, if they get injured, they may not feel like it's worth putting it at risk because we're not winning anyway and we're not going anywhere anyway.
Joe Tippmann, who thought he was doing the right thing by blaming the offensive line, he and his teammates, as opposed to inadvertently knocking Justin Fields.
If Justin needs 5 seconds, we need to be able to give him 6. So at the end of the day, that falls on us as an O-line. Not the receivers, not on Justin. It's on us. We got to be able to hold up for as long as he needs, no matter how much it is. Whatever we need to do to be able to get Justin to be able to make plays. That's where we got to step up, and we got to solidify kind of those pockets, kind of solidify the entire O-line, whether run game or pass game.
You can't say that if Justin Fields needs 5 seconds, we have to get him 6. You can't.
If he needs 1,000 seconds, we will give him 1,005.
Yeah, I get that he's trying to do the right thing there, but he actually smacked Justin Fields in that process.
We call that catching a stray.
Yeah. He may not have meant to, but he certainly did it. As far as the Giants are concerned, here is Bob Papa appearing yesterday on the Dave Rothenberg and his Dave Rothenberg's Giant Obsession podcast. That's Dave Rothenberg's Giant Obsession. I shouldn't say podcast, digital show. Digital show on YouTube, digital show. Bob Papa, voice of the Giants, on Jackson Dart, taking contact so much.
Well, they have told him. And Lane Kiffin told him. And Charlie Weiss Jr. told him. And this was a problem at Ole Miss, where he got taken out of a couple of games because of that kind of style of playing. And you could tell a guy all you want, but when the game starts and he's out there running and he's thinking he's going to make somebody miss, or he sees a defender coming, like, he's not thinking about what you talked about before the game. He's not thinking about what you talked about during the week. We don't want him to learn the lesson the hard way. And he has to really figure out a way to temper things and find out, when is it I got to have it play, and when is it that let's just live for the next play? And that's on him.
What I'm really worried about here is that the development stops this season at some point because he takes that shot and he gets knocked out for the rest of the year. And what you need from the Giants is to continue to see him develop the rest of this season. That's certainly what Brian Daboll needs to keep his job, but that's what the Giants need when they are going into the offseason and evaluating what their plan is long term. If he's going to be a guy that is going to continue to get hurt or continue to get hit, you cannot rely on that. The perfect the name that comes to mind when I think about this is a young player who looked really good but just couldn't stop getting hit was RG3. Remember RG3, his rookie into his second year? He was really good.
Yeah, Haloti Ngata caught him with that. Caught his knee. It was never the same.
Yep. So you have better learn how to handle this better. Then there's Mel Kiper Jr. on the draft and what the quarterbacks are looking like. Now, when we discussed earlier Dante Moore from Oregon, and we discussed earlier some of the other names that are now popping up, Fernando Mendoza, one name that is interesting that has worked his way into Mel's first round on the big board, his first big board out there this morning, is Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama. Here's Mel on Ty Simpson on DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Love Ty Simpson, what he's doing this year, but here's the problem. 0 starts until this year. He played in 16 games. He's a fourth-year junior. He played in 16 games coming off the bench as a backup. He had not started a game, and the first start was against Florida State, which was a debacle. It was horrible for Alabama, not good for Ty Simpson. You'd have never thought after that game with August 30th he would be where he is right now. But he rebounded, the team rebounded, and I view him as a more mobile, more athletic Mac Jones. He has no fear. He plays with an incredible amount of competitiveness. He won't let a play die, which sometimes works against him. But he'll have it at the end of this year. He's going to finish his career with 12, or maybe if they go to playoffs, maybe most 15 starts. He's going to be in that dangerous area too.
You're running into a lot of these guys in this draft that are not going to have nearly enough starts. Maybe Fernando Mendoza is the right one with what he did at Cal, but beyond that, what are we looking at the moment?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you got to get it right. You got to get it right for your situation, your system. You talk about he's elite in the pocket. That's kind of what Jared Goff is. You hope that you have that. Everybody wants that element of being able to run the football and extend plays and RPOs and stuff like that. But, never pass up a good quarterback trying to chase a great one, because, sometimes it's better to be good than great. Because, the fundamentals and what makes you great can be something that can be taken away when you talk about your legs if you get hit, hurt, or anything like that.
Last one, Bill Belichick.
Oh, yes, I like this one.
More rumors popping up about Bill leaving North Carolina.
Am I looking for a buyout and trying to leave here and all that? It's categorically false. There's zero truth to any of that. Glad I'm here. We're working towards, our goals and the process.
Yeah, there's your favorite word. The process.
Yeah.
The process is you thought it was going to be sweet, and you had all your alums and all these people come out there, and you got Jordan behind you because you're the great Bill Belichick. You find out, like Lovie Smith found out, it's a different game in college, baby.
Except the problem is that Bill was Bill and Lovie Smith was Lovie Smith. Yeah. Lovie at least had been to a Super Bowl. Bill has won 6 of them, and now he's going there and finding out that
it's a different game.
It's beyond a different game, and he's going to be out. Listen, they can keep saying this. He's going to be out at the end of the year.
Well, the beauty is, if he's out at the end of the year, he's done what he came to do. Let's get his son a head coaching job.
But see, I don't think this. They will not make them the head coach.
That's in the paperwork.
But I think it was in the paperwork for the first year. I don't know what it is beyond that.
No, I think it's in the contract.
There's got to be a dollar figure they can tie to that, though, where they're not going to make him the coach.
Bill will give money back.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Last night, did some doors open up for the Giants? We'll explain next on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like, D'Agostino, law, bite back?
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-30 2.5S all-wheel drive for $159 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN SM841631, MSRP $26,980, 0 security deposit, and 1031.25.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Be there for special guests, live Knicks talk, and opening night vibes before tip-off. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
Hey, thanks to the Chicago Bears. Because, I mean, dare I say, I look at the NFC East, dare I say, is there a path? Is there now a path?
To what?
Just interesting football. Just somebody actually paying attention in November to what the Giants are doing. That's all. Is there a path? Because the Eagles are 4-2. They have a point differential of -1. -1. Washington is 3-3. The Cowboys are 2-3-1, and the Giants are 2-4. Is there a path? If Dart actually stays healthy, is there a path?
So you're saying it's a chance?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to the playoffs. I'm not that stupid yet, or at least today.
Are you going to give him some help?
All I'm going to say is, when I get to this point, can I at least, is there a path to interesting football next month? To me having to pay attention to the Giants come Thanksgiving.
Well, the Giants repeat the performance in Lincoln Field, then you really got to say, well, maybe we got to.
Oh, Lincoln Financial against the Eagles?
Correct.
I mean, Washington losing last night.
Listen, they can get the Broncos. I'm not worried about the Broncos. They can get the Broncos. The Jets almost had the Broncos. Should have had the Broncos.
Beginning of the season, I bet the under on Washington at 8.5 because when you looked at what happened last year, there was so much good fortune that went their way and winning one-score games and winning these tight games. And when it comes to schedules, they had a schedule similar to what the Giants had. So why wouldn't I bet on them to maybe not have as good of a season? And frankly, they're 3-3, and I would say they're kind of fortunate to be 3-3 at this point.
Yeah.
Bart, is there a reason to pay attention in late November now?
Absolutely.
Outside of just like, can Dart still play if he doesn't get hurt?
Especially if they keep, they keep with the recipe, like where the defense steps up and Scatterbull provides that energy and they're able to run the football. They didn't just beat or squeak by Philly. They beat Philly up.
They did. They did. Now, if they go down, here's the thing with Philly. They're not a wounded animal. Philly is so much of a drama king, queen type team, whatever you want to call it. Like when they ride the roller coasters of emotion. When things are great, they ride high.
They front runners.
Yes. When things are bad, they fall in the tank. Like they can't climb out of it. They don't strike me as an incredibly mentally tough team from that standpoint, even though this is a Super Bowl champ.
And they don't have those veterans like they used to kind of steady the ship, the Brandon Grahams of the world.
No.
They got Lane Johnson. That's pretty much it.
But Dickerson's hurt. They got, listen, that's it.
You keep seeing all these memes with A.J. Brown being traded somewhere.
Hurts is not playing great. Hurts is not playing great at all. So what am I missing here?
Great.
No, absolutely not. I guess my point is, what am I missing here?
So
why wouldn't I suggest this?
So you're saying it's a chance?
I'm saying it's not nuts.
It should be a legitimate chance. I think so. I'm
saying it's not nuts. Not to winning the division. All I want is we'll talk about the path to that later. in the year. All I want is the path now to making me watch you. I mean, I have to for work anyway, but making me want to watch you. That's what I want. Make me want to watch you. That's all. I don't think there's too much to ask.
Yeah. At least till Brunson comes back.
Thank you. Dynamite drop-in. Bart Scott, everybody.
I'm here all week.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
That 3 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Fields avoids the sack until he can't.
I want off the ride. I want off.
We put ourselves in this hole. We're 0-6, but we're going to continue to work and get better.
I can't take it anymore, man.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
You do. I mean, this is something you're supposed to enjoy and brings me nothing. Zero enjoyment.
I mean, I'm still pissed. I don't like to lose. It's very frustrating. I hate losing, and to not crack 100 yards total is kind of crazy. Got to keep going. I mean, there's no other option. We have to keep fighting off. We got to keep building on the positive that we've shown.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at Bath Fitter.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. After 2 upsets on Monday Night Football, how many teams do you trust in the NFL?
When the Buffalo Bills offensively break the huddle, who scares you? Quarterback and the runner. That's it.
I think Buffalo has to be thinking about if there's an in-season move to make, what is it and how soon can we do it? Because, this is their year.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Texting enroll
enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231231. That's BILL to 231231.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your
It's been a while, noon o'clock. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Noon means what?
One thing. That's one more what the Jets got. It's the power hour. It's so bad.
You're still in pain, aren't you?
Yo, it's like painful to watch them play.
So take me inside the game for a second. You were at the game, correct?
Yes.
What was that whole scenario in England like?
I was calling out everything that was going on and just seeing it up close and personal, man. Trying to listen. This is how bad it was. They would have us talk to the crowd, and they would put the cameras on me, Cynthia Freeland, and MJG.
So, wait, you were on the field during the game?
The whole game.
The whole game?
Man, I told you they worked the hell out of me.
What happened?
I'm entertaining in between breaks. I'm leading a Sweet Caroline, all this stuff.
What the hell is that?
Bro, they worked me like Kunta Kinte.
I thought you were just making a couple of appearances and maybe hosting an event.
No. I didn't even know I was working for the NFL Network.
Exactly how does that go?
I had to do sound check. I had to introduce the players.
On the field?
Yeah.
So, hang on. What did you do the 2 days leading up to this?
I was the MC.
You went there on Wednesday.
Yes.
What did you do the couple of days leading up to the game?
Hosted at least 2 events a day.
At least 2 events a day?
4 to 5, 6 hours. I had sponsored – well, at least I met some potential sponsors. I might be able to get us some cheese on our tacos. But, yeah.
Yeah, my taco's been empty for a while, so let's start filling it up.
Our taco just been a taco shell. We ain't got no ground beef. We ain't got no cheese,
so
no lettuce.
Honestly, I'm not trying to stir anything up here. I thought leading into this trip, it was I'm going to go over there. I'm going to probably host 3 events for like an hour or 2 each, and then I'm going to go to the game.
Yeah.
I thought that was it.
Nah,
that was not it.
As soon as I got off the plane, man.
Did you get the schedule, and you're like, what is this?
Bro, you want to see the schedule?
I do.
Bro, you're going to be like, yo, what the hell? Like, bro, I need to send an invoice. Well,
you told me what they paid you for it.
Bro.
No, I know. But you didn't. Let me put it another way. You didn't get rich on this trip.
No.
Okay.
No. And remember, I'm not getting paid.
There's no Bart buying a new car off this trip.
It's 2 extra things I didn't do. So I lost the S&Y money and I lost my Thursday money. So I start off like
So whatever you got, deduct what you lost from that.
Right.
And listen, when I tell you that what he got to go over there, you would not be like, oh my God. No, trust me. I'm not going to say what it is.
Here you go.
Bart is handing me his schedule.
Stroll down. That's the itinerary.
Okay. Let's see. Thursday. Arrival, blah, blah, blah. Grab lunch. Meet Jets international manager to go to British American business networking dinner.
Yep.
Okay. That's the first night.
That's 4 hours after the 7-hour flight.
That is at 6. That is at 7 o'clock. That is from 7 to 10 p.m. His first night, keeping in mind that he got to his hotel probably around noon. Is that accurate?
About 1 o'clock.
About 1 o'clock.
It's like an hour and a half drive from Heathrow.
So you got an event that night. That's Thursday. Friday, 1 o'clock, Trap Star NFL pop-up shopping experience event. So there's that. Then 5 o'clock, appearance at Greenwood Pub from 5 to 6 for a happy hour. Then a kickoff party at
That's three events in one day.
So that's Friday.
That's three events.
That's Thursday and Friday so far. Saturday.
But that was 3 events in one day.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Saturday. Yes, 3 events in one day. Intercontinental Park Lane Hotel to the stadium on Saturday. Arrival at the stadium.
Yeah, that's
arrival
that's
to the field. Rehearse player introductions for team and starters. Okay, so you got to go to rehearsal for an hour and a half, right?
And go over the show. Because remember, I'm doing something all day.
Right. All right, so that goes to 12:30. I know this is a bit much, but I'm just trying to, they're milking Bart dry here, okay? Yeah. 12:30, autograph session. So you go sign some autographs for a couple hours. Till 2 o'clock. Then a legend Q&A on a stage. Then a break. Then you eat. Then you go do media with UK influencers and UK media outlets. Then you mingle and engage with fans, which if you know Bart is going to mingle and engage. He is not going to cheat you on that. He loves talking to people.
That was like 200 squats.
God.
That's like 200 squats. Everybody wants you to step up and take a picture.
7 o'clock, dinner with Jets staff. You got to do that. Did you have to go to that dinner?
Yeah.
7 o'clock, you get back to the hotel at 10:30.
And I left at what time?
You left the hotel that day.
At 8 o'clock.
At 8:30 a.m. Car service for NFL game day rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Go to game day.
And then Sunday, 9 a.m. car service. Now, that's 9 a.m. local, not obviously here. Attire, London chic.
Yeah.
Which you just put attire Bart, and he's got it covered. Don't worry. Arrive 10:15 at the stadium. Change into game day outfit. What was your game day outfit?
I'll show you.
Okay. Kelly Sanchez. No, that's a person. To meet Bart. Sound check at 10:45. 11 o'clock. N17 stage. Legends Q&A fan trivia.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
As I'm doing the rehearsal for the show, they made me go out and engage with fans on the stage.
Bart at 12:30 on the field. Jets pregame Central live show.
So I did SNY and I did a show with them.
And then during the entire game, player introductions at 2:23. Bart at 2:30 to host for the duration of the game as outlined in game day script. And you're not even done. Post-game.
Yeah.
Post-game. Car service back to the hotel. Meet Olivia to depart the stadium. And then 8 o'clock, free for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Oh, my God. And then 5:15 the next morning, check out and go to the airport. Holy crap. They fleeced you, bro. Get the agent on the phone. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm not going to tell you how much it was, okay? That's 4 days' work. And if you think that's not work, the only thing that you would point at and say that's not work, maybe some autograph signings, but Bart really
autograph signings worse.
A little bit, but you put everything into it.
Yes.
Okay?
You got to be entertaining,
Bart does
engaging.
Not just, I have known plenty of athletes over the years who just show up and mail it in and take the check and get the hell out of there. I have seen that so many times that when I tell you how good Bart is at this, I promise I'm not lying. And if you have met him out in public, you know this. He is great with fans. That is flat out taking advantage of you. Oh, that is. I'm sorry.
Kissing babies, holding babies.
So you had basically 5 events before the game even started, and then you got to work the whole game when you thought you were going to be sitting and watching.
I thought I was just going to do the introduction and go sit up in the suite and put my feet up.
That's what I thought. I didn't even know you were doing the introductions. Holy crap.
I'm tired, man.
Guys, I'm telling you, like, Bart's not buying a new car with what he got paid for this. Bart's not paying, tuition for even a semester with what he got paid for this. It's nowhere near what you would think it would be.
I'm buying a MacBook Pro.
Pro? Are you sure?
Right.
Are you sure?
It was fun. It was fun, though. It was more than
it was fun. It was a fun trip, and they flew you first class. Okay,
they better.
Yeah, damn straight.
Put me in low class. Got me on there plane for 7 hours.
Were you in a suite at the Intercontinental?
No
suite. No. Intercontinental's a nice hotel.
No, I didn't have to. I didn't have to pay for room service or anything. That was all on the house.
But you can't even buy porn in the room anymore, so it's not like you're going to get your money's worth that way.
Oh, they did have the workers sitting out in the lobby. Tell you that much.
Oh,
but in light of the Sanchez news, I just
I think that was probably smart on your part to lay low.
I figured we needed a break in the news thread.
Or you weren't out there doing wind sprints? What's he doing?
I saw my boy got out. I'm waiting for him to talk.
Yeah, he said, he made a statement to like the TMZ people who are out there and just said, I'm thankful to all the doctors who saved my life and all that.
Damn, it was life-threatening?
He put it that way. So he got stabbed 4 or 5 times. I would think that's probably life-threatening.
Yeah, could have caught him in a lever.
Why don't you drop him a text now?
Huh?
Drop him a text. Hey,
Merck, come on.
Let's hear from you.
Exclusive. Have him cry on the air.
What happened?
Just so you know, athletes, like, I didn't mention or say anything about it before, but once you know your boy okay, he walking out, then you can start teasing him. Like, what?
Right.
What in the Flip Wilson like in Above the Rim?
Yeah.
When Bernie Mac was out there straight bunks. He's running wind sprints out there by himself. Like, bro, what the hell you doing, brother? We playing for straight bunks. They can't take back what we were, baby. World champions.
I was not planning on going through Bart's entire London schedule to start the hour, but right now I'm a little bit outraged, and I think we need to have some talk with the people at One Jets Drive. Okay, get Woody on the horn.
Well, I'm about to go over there. I got to work today and do that there today too.
Well, maybe hey, did you see this schedule? This is not what I got in advance.
Hey, man, they my peoples though.
I know they're your people.
They're gonna make it up for me. They're gonna make it up to me.
Look at me. I know they're your people. Do not let yourself be taken advantage of as somebody that has been frequently taken advantage of.
Yeah, I'm going to need to be the assistant general manager next year.
You know what I love, too, is that when they tell you, like, if you get up there to host an event, and I've done this before, where it's in front of like a rally or in front of a bunch of people, and you say, okay, so what do you want me to do? Let's go through the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, just get up there and do your thing.
Right.
What the hell is my thing?
Right.
What the hell is that?
You know, be you.
Be you. Yeah, just get up there and dance,
Bro,
clown, dance.
If you could feel how many sweaty palms I grabbed.
Oh, I hope you had the.
Then the back sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were in there, they were drinking all that. Because one of them was in a pub that was open 2 floors.
Yeah. And
you walking around like. Yeah, I mean,
and they were drinking all day.
You got taken advantage of by some women too, putting them things on you. I'm like, come on, man, never just take the pitch.
I got violated the other day too.
You did?
I had a problem at the airport.
Put that thing on you?
No. I went through the airport. I told the thing on the as
you went off.
Yesterday.
You went off.
So I got the random
yes
TSA thing.
Sure, random.
So they put me through the big screening machine. And on the screen, there was a big red X where when you're holding your arms up, and it was right over my, well, I think this probably describes it.
They use the back of their hand?
That dude is hiding something somewhere in his crotchal region. Like, that's what it looked like. They were assuming that I had something, and I got the full-on pat-down. Like I was getting arrested.
The back of the hand?
I got all of it. All of it. It's not good. It was
you feel
not
violated?
Good. Like there is something that I am hiding in my pants, according to that machine.
What were you stashing?
Nothing. Many people have found that out before. There was nothing in my pants. Anyway, Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. Listen, we have spent a lot of time on the Jets today. I also want to get in some Giants discussion when it comes to Jackson Dart and the inability to not take hits. So this was yesterday. Bob Papa went on Dave Rothenberg's Giant Obsession, his digital show, and was talking with Dave about Jackson Dart and the fact that there was so much contact that he takes and why this continues to be a problem.
Well, they have told him. And Lane Kiffin told him. And Charlie Weiss Jr. told him. And this was a problem at Ole Miss, where he got taken out of a couple of games because of that kind of style of playing. And you could tell a guy all you want, but when the game starts and he's out there running and he's thinking he's going to make somebody miss, or he sees a defender coming, like, he's not thinking about what you talked about before the game. He's not thinking about what you talked about during the week. We don't want him to learn the lesson the hard way. And he has to really figure out a way to temper things and find out, when is it I got to have it play, and when is it that let's just live for the next play. And that's on him.
This is all they've got for the rest of the season, is to watch Jackson Dart develop, and the Giants continuing to work to get him better and to definitively answer the question as to whether or not he is their guy. I will remind everybody that is as optimistic as they are, and you should be optimistic, but I will remind you that there was a time year one where Daniel Jones threw 5 touchdowns against Washington, and everybody thought, problem solved. Mm-hmm. We're good. Here we go. You have seen good things from Jackson Dart so far. Bart, this is not something that you can continue to allow a guy to go out there and have that mentality in a game of, well, now, damn it, I don't care. I'm going to go and I'm going to get that extra yard or two, and it's going to make a difference between 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 4.
But also, we saw him take some of those hits and get fumbles, right?
Yeah.
So, like, guys are coming, and he's not a ball carrier. And you see,
remember Jones used to fumble all the time.
I'm saying you see great ball carriers, but Jones wasn't in the height of this punch-out stuff.
Yeah.
Like, guys, they're punching the ball out at a level I've never seen before.
That guy, Landman from the Rams, that's all he does is punch the ball. Yeah,
he just runs. He don't even try and tackle you. He just punch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you want to teach them about that, too, about, 1, we need you. 2, like, get down, man, because you're putting yourself at risk to get the ball poked out, as we're watching. That's how Washington lost yesterday, a fumble. And that's what you have to be careful of.
Look, he cannot afford to get hurt. They need to know whether or not he's the guy, and he needs to establish himself as the guy.
He needs to know he's the guy, too. Yeah.
He needs to establish himself. He needs to take away any thought process for the Giants this offseason about having to go and draft another quarterback or get somebody else. And you all might think that that is just a foregone conclusion. Let me tell you something. It's not. If the Giants ended up this year at 3-14 and they end up with a top 3 or 4 pick, well, if they're sitting there and Jackson Dart has either been hurt for a lot of the year or he's played okay, they did not invest a ton into going and getting him. Just remember that. They gave up their 2nd-round pick last year and their 2nd-round pick this year to move up to the end of the 1st round to take Jackson Dart. So it's not like that is a ridiculous amount that they wouldn't walk away from if they felt like their answer was in the draft. Now, there's a lot of time between now and April when we're evaluating the college quarterbacks. Jackson Dart has to make sure for himself that there is no question at the end of the year what their plans are, whether or not Dable and Shane are going to be there or somebody else is going to be there. He wants them to at least believe they have the answer to their question.
Yeah, and that's what he has to make sure of, because he has to protect himself. But also, the last thing you want is to have surgery or something stupid happen and you're rehabbing in the offseason so you can't continue to build on the momentum that him and Scatterbull was kind of done for the Jets. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're able to be able to say, for the Jets, for the Giants, right? You want to be able to say, hey, man, listen, we know what we need to put around him, and he's going to take the next step. Like, you don't want to be one of these guys that is good when they play but always get hurt.
800-919-3776. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 p.m., Rangers hosting the Oilers. Madison Square Garden coverage begins 6:30 right here on ESPN New York. And at 8, NLCS Game 2, Brewers hosting the Dodgers. Full coverage can be heard 10:50 ESPN beginning at 7:30. Mariners are up 2-0 going home. Dodgers won last night. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Vinny in Staten Island has been patient. He's next on ESPN New York. Vinny.
What's going on, guys? Bart, welcome back.
What up?
You got a quarterback sitting out there that is a really good quarterback. Kyle Trask processes information good, gets rid of the ball quick. This guy could play. He gave Baker Mayfield all hell for the starting job 2 years ago, and he's very cheap. Go out and get him if you're the Jets. This guy can really play. I'm telling you, he played high-level college football, Florida.
But we haven't seen him play at a high level in the pros though. That's the only issue that we have.
He's a bigger version of
I know
Jared
what he
Goff.
is. No, I know what he is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we just never seen him do it. And you can take a flyer on him, but we've never seen him do it. He's been in the league 5 years now, right? Because he was there with Tom Brady. Right? They drafted him the second year after Tom Brady, but we haven't seen him do anything. That's the thing.
Trust me, this.
I can't trust
anybody.
He got drafted in 2021. He has thrown 11 career passes. Go get Kyle Trask. You'll play at a high level. Come on, dude.
Trust me.
Do better than that. Will in Queens is next.
Trust me.
ESPN New York. Will, what's going on?
Yo, Bart, what's going on? What's up, Carlin? Bart, it was awesome seeing you out there in London.
You was out in London too? We had fun, man.
Of my time.
Got the jet chat going. Got to hang out.
Seeing you out there. Oh, man, it was great having you.
Did Bart, let me ask you this. Did Bart feel like he was working hard?
He definitely was. He was everywhere. He was everywhere, nonstop.
I'm James Brown, man.
Commentating the flag football game, which was the most exciting part of the game.
Yeah, I'm James Brown, man. I'm James Brown. I'm a hard listen. You asked me to do something, I'm gonna do it at my best.
Of course you are.
Know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure everybody have fun, everybody have a good time.
But this is my point.
Cynthia
Bart,
Freeland.
I don't know if you saw me. I had my 57 jersey on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see you. There was only one out there.
That was me.
And it was another person out there. He had a C.J. Mosley. So that didn't count.
But hey, I have a question, man. Why does it seem like the Jets are just outcasting Breece Hall? Why do they not do any screen passes?
They tried.
Nothing.
Yeah, they tried a couple of them. They should have, like, with as fast as Cooper and those guys were getting off the ball, and Benito, as fast as they were getting off the ball, tight end screens would have been perfect because they were beating the tight ends. It's a perfect opportunity for a screen pass.
Well, they don't run a lot of screens. And whenever people complain about this kind of thing, I always think back. There was something that Jimmy Johnson said one time when he was asked about that. Like, why don't the Cowboys or the Dolphins, I can't remember which team he was with at the time, why don't you run a lot of screen passes, or why don't you run any screen passes? And he just deadpanned right to the reporter, we don't do it well. Like, do you think that somehow they haven't thought of that?
Yeah.
And tried it in practice and saw, you know what? We're not good at this.
Well, that's what the Broncos were doing. The Broncos were doing a lot of screen passes as an extension of their run game. And that's what I'm saying. So, like, during the game, right, while I'm there, like, they asked me, they said, hey, like, give some analysis, and it's going over the big screen speaker. And the first thing I said, because I wanted to hear and see what I was saying, I said, listen, all they're doing is throwing a bunch of screen passes and using it as an extension of their defense. Of their run game. So
you should have just started yelling, Aaron!
Hey, Aaron! They doing screen pass. That's all they doing, man. Use it. Don't rush everybody. Tell your lineman to peel back. Don't rush. Because, screen is a feel thing. But it was so good to see Jermaine Johnson out there, man. He makes such a big difference, man. And I feel like once he gets more healthy and he's able to do that, then Will McDonald, that sack he got at the end, but like even before the sacks he missed, he was putting pressure on Bo Nix. And, I think he's arguably the most important person on their defense, even more than Quincy, because for one, he's a guy that they believe in. 2, he's able to secure the edges. 3, he's like the best. Like McDonald's a great pass rusher, maybe not a great run defender because of how light he is. Jermaine Johnson, if you don't realize, is like 6'5", like 255, 260. He's a very, very big dude. And like when he was in there, and like sometimes Michael Clemens had to go in there, but Michael Clemens don't have like the awareness of Jermaine Johnson. Like he just don't have the football like instincts. But Jermaine Johnson made all the difference in the world, and that's the reason why they had opportunity to win the game, because Jermaine Johnson got the sack late in the game. And since he's been hurt, that's why the defense has been struggling. He's back. The defense played well.
Jody and Warren next. ESPN New York. Jody, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Love you guys. Bart, I'm a huge fan. Wear my number 57 proudly. I just got to ask you a question. I mean, we're talking about draft picks, quarterbacks, et cetera, and I know right now the grade is an F, but can Aaron Glenn is he the right head coach? I wanted you, 1, 2, Rex Ryan, and then, okay, Aaron Glenn, which I loved as a player, but do we have the right coach? Because that's the key question here. Then we can move forward.
I think you got the right leader. But, the problem is he doesn't have the team that he wants yet. He doesn't have the personnel he wants yet. He hasn't built the team in his image yet. And that's a transition. I think, they have to look at, the Brandon Stevens signing, but the Brownlee kid jumped in and played well. I think they like him even more than Michael Clemens, even though Michael Clemens played at a tremendous level 2 years ago. Now
Michael Carter?
Yeah, Michael Carter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Michael Carter played at an extremely high level 2 years ago. That's what got him the contract. But who's to say that that's what they want for their type of defense, right? They may want a bigger guy. That's why they got Brownlee, who's more of a physical guy in the middle. So it's like little things like that. This team should have 2 or 3 wins. And if this team had 2 or 3 wins, we wouldn't be questioning if Aaron Glenn is the right guy, right? And, it's clear that they have to find an answer at quarterback, because if you don't have an answer at quarterback, you don't have a chance. And, it has to grow. It has to be somebody that you're going to be in a system for multiple years. Jared Goff was in that system with the Lions. I think he got there maybe Dan Campbell's 2nd year or 3rd year. And it took a couple years. It seems like it happened overnight because we don't pay attention to the Lions, right? But to the people that's there, they realize that it did take a little while. So I can't turn my back and say, no, Glenn, right now. I have to give him a chance to build a team in his image and to establish his culture.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. I got a lot to say about what you just said. That's right. And that's next on ESPN New York.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Honey, this is it.
Shot clock winding down. Trailing by 2.
When you can't miss the last shot, and neither can he, don't take slow for an answer.
Pastrello shoots. Didn't see it coming.
Switch to Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at just $40 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today.
What went through your head on the last shot?
It all happened so fast. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Get 1.9% financing on a new Mazda 2025 CX-50 or lease for $219 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN SN390557. MSRP $32,455. Zero security deposit. APR $17.48 per $1,000 financed. Ends 10/31/25.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/timeout. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they want and need to get the job done every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees, and it should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee. Included with every tire purchase with paid installation, you'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's a limited lifetime tire guarantee only at Midas.
Chime in on the chat.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Over on the YouTube page. Let's see here. Olbertman checking in on bagels. Olbertman, not Keith Olbermann. I'm with the big fella. I had an everything bagel and jalapeno cream cheese today. When was I talking about bagels? I don't know.
You got a bagel?
I did not. Not today. Not today. I tell you, here's the thing. I have become that guy that if I have a carbohydrate before 9 a.m., I am passed out by 1. I cannot do it. It has to be mostly protein related. So I had a bagel. I don't know. Ordered the pop-up bagels a couple weeks ago and did it a couple of times, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And they're so good. Don't get me wrong. But like, Bart, I have a bagel. Forget it. I'm out like a light.
Night.
Night.
So it's like eating that stuffing in turkey on Thanksgiving. got that melatonin in it.
It was like when Mike got hit for falling asleep on the air.
Yeah.
Wasn't the first time.
I go, Mike, get your ass up.
It'd be like, what did you order him for lunch? Well, I had to get him a chicken parm hero, couple of slices. And listen, I'm not knocking anybody else's diet. I'd be right.
Couple slices. Hold up.
Yeah.
You just not go like skip over that.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I'm not knocking anybody else's diet.
A couple of
doing that.
No, I get it, but a couple of slices. And a chicken parm.
This is way back in the day when he was. Yeah.
Damn.
This is back in the day, and there would be somebody there, maybe it was his partner, who would say, wait, Chicken Palm Hero. Hey, he will be out by 3 o'clock.
I wonder who that is.
Now, listen, I can't, and I get it. I can't do it. If I have that in the morning, like, I'm not getting any energy out of that.
Yeah,
it just goes right to sugar, and it just crashes me out immediately. Listen, it happens. It happens. I was telling Johnny.
You got that dopamine, though.
I was telling Johnny I went to get a chicken sandwich for lunch yesterday, chicken wrap. At like 3 o'clock, I need a nap. Just grilled chicken. What are we doing? I don't know. Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN on the ESPN New York app. And, of course, on the ESPN New York YouTube page. There were a couple of others that popped on. We'll get some of the other comments from the YouTube page coming up here in just a bit. A couple of things from last night I wanted to hit on. First of all, before last night, the Brian Branch thing, the suspension, what was your takeaway on that? He did get one game yesterday from the league for starting that fight after the game.
I mean, you know how many times I've seen that same punch thrown during the game, out the game. It was an open hand punch, so it wasn't a closed fist punch. And I think Mahomes needs to take some accountability for that.
Well, he went to shake his hand.
Yeah, but don't do that.
Yeah.
Like that's not what we're gonna do after you done talk crap and juju after you done speared me in my back 5 times. That was a condescending. That was something that they was trying to patronize him.
Yeah. Yeah,
like you smile in my face talking stuff that we've been arguing, fighting all day, and put your hand out. So, take that with you. And now forever, your meme is going to be that you're the one that got your ass kicked on the field. We've seen plenty of fights on the field.
Yeah.
We never seen nobody's nose get bust open and like that. So I think they're legislating the result, not the action.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that action 1,000 times.
I could see that.
But because his nose is bust up, that's what he get. And Juju's that type of dude. Remember, he's the same type of dude that got in a fight protecting Antonio Brown against the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, he's supposed to be the resident tough guy. So he's trying to be funny, think it's sweet, think it's cool. Like, bro, I'm walking off the field. Leave me alone. Like, it's clear. If I wanted to tell you, I would look at you like, Patrick, look, when I'm walking by you and you put your hand out, don't grab my bicep. And then if I keep walking, don't grab my wrist and then pat me on the back. Don't touch me. I don't have to be a good sport. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows what was going on in between the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I swung on Richie Incognito and chased his ass into the tunnel because he tried that same stuff. Like, game's over. No, bro. You're not about to be trying to cut me in the back of my knees, illegally hit me late where stuff that can end my career or tear my knee up and then think it's sweet after the game? Nah, bro.
That ain't happening.
Bro, it's on site.
Yeah.
I
got it.
You better go where you need to go. But he'll appeal it and probably get thrown out because he'll be able to show a precedent of guys doing it in game that didn't get penalties or didn't get you know what I mean? Because all they can say is, well, we couldn't penalize you because the game was over.
Secondly, this again from Sunday, I want to play this soundbite. Tua the other day made the comment, and this is kind of a knock on himself too.
Yeah,
where he's talking about the leadership and that guys were not showing up on time or at all to some players-only meetings. Mike McDaniel spoke about this yesterday and had this to say about what Tua said.
Regardless of an intent and what was on Tua's mind after a loss as the franchise quarterback, that's not the forum to displace that. I think he knows that now. I do honestly believe it was not. There's no ill intention, but you're talking about misguided representation of player orchestrated film sessions.
Yeah, but didn't Mike McDaniel say something stupid like the first week or something like that himself as the leader of that team?
I think that's definitely possible. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I definitely think that's possible.
Yeah, he said something crazy, and everybody's like, what? Because I remember Rex making fun of him on the next day. But this is what I'm talking about. First of all, miss me with I was late.
By the way, Rex is already campaigning for that job. Already.
Yeah, because they was like, did he call me?
Does Rex actually think that's going to work?
They would probably give it to Anthony Weaver, who's down there already.
No, the interim, yes. I'm talking about he's campaigning for the job full time.
See, I didn't see it. I saw like Adam Schefter say, have you got a call? Like I saw that. But And that's crazy for Rex if he has 3 coaching jobs and they're all in the AFC East.
But I don't think he's going to get the time.
Nah, but if you don't put it out there, then.
No, I understand. I just don't think he's going to get it that way either.
Yeah, no, not at all. But the crazy part is, like, once I heard players meeting, then that's like, come on, man. Miss me on, like, I didn't come in the player meeting on time. Bro, the player film session is not a mandatory thing. And we're not finding each other if we come in late, bro. If I got to go finish getting my treatment and I'm finishing up treatment, I'm 5-10 minutes late to a film session with the players, man, miss me on that. Nobody cares. We all used to come in at different times. We used to have that. This isn't like they showing up to, like, the coach called a meeting and people coming in like we don't care. Man, this is a player film session.
Are you surprised that McDaniel was not the first coach fired? That it was Brian Callahan in Tennessee yesterday?
Nah, I thought it was. I thought Brian Callahan. I wasn't surprised that it was him, and I'm sure they're taking a lot of intel. Like, man, how do we fix Cam Ward? And yeah, I know they've won a game, but that was the dumbest win.
Yes, that was a fluke win.
Right. So, other than that, you've played horribly. And this roster, I don't think is particularly good either. Outside of Calvin Ridley, they try to bring over the guy from who's the running back from the Cowboys?
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't have a lot of talent on the team. And, the offensive linemen that they've taken haven't really been what they thought. They're really wasting Jeffrey Simmons out there, too.
That dude's a beast.
Yeah, I can see them. Somebody need to come ask, like, is he available? Because he got paid a long time ago.
And then lastly, the games last night, Washington losing. I'm not saying that there's a path for the Giants, but that's a bad loss for Washington.
Yeah.
You can't lose that game at home to the Bears. And the Bears are better.
Yeah, they 3 wins so far.
But if Washington is trying to get rid of this moniker that last year was kind of flukish, they're not doing a very good job of that.
Yeah, and
it's a tougher schedule, I know.
And this is Jayden Daniels' first time back, or is this the second week he's back? So he's still trying to come back, and he doesn't have Scary Terry. They're asking a lot of Deebo Samuels to play on the outside and inside when his role was to be like that slot guy, that Puka Nacua guy. They're asking a lot of him, and this defense, quite frankly, isn't a great defense as well.
You worried about Buffalo?
Nah, they're just injured. Same thing with the Ravens. They're just injured. And let's see if they can find a way to win something.
You think the Ravens are dead?
No, I don't think they're dead.
There's a lot of people screaming about Harbaugh right now.
Nah, man, come on, man. This dude has the winning percentage that of Mike Tomlin. Yeah. And he has a Super Bowl. Like, come on, man. Like, he's had you with the best record last year. Like, he's lost coordinators. He's lost players. He's not going anywhere. He's fine. He just signed an extension like a couple of years ago anyway.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, 800-919-3776. What do you got there?
I got my friends in Sandwell, man. I know you guys miss me. It's football season. It's the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he's dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
In moments, as many of your calls as we can get in, 800-919-3776. And a comment from Joe Tipman that if you have not heard, you are going to want to hear when it comes to the quarterback. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. This is Joe Tipman, Jets offensive lineman, regarding Justin Fields, and he's actually trying to take responsibility for what happened the other day with the rest of his offensive linemen. The problem is it just doesn't sound great. What do you consider all of the comments?
If Justin needs 5 seconds, we need to be able to give him 6. So at the end of the day, that falls on us as an O-line. Not the receivers, not on Justin. It's on us. We got to be able to hold up for as long as he needs, no matter how much it is. Whatever we need to do to be able to get Justin to be able to make plays, that's where we got to step up, and we got to solidify kind of those pockets, kind of solidify the entire O-line, whether run game or pass game.
Look, I understand he's trying to do the right thing there. It came out wrong when you say if he needs 5 seconds, we got to get him 6. 9 sacks the other day. Dan Grassa had this yesterday. Average of 4 seconds per sack to throw the football. That tells you that the majority of those sacks were on Justin Fields. And if you're an offensive lineman, you might say that publicly, but you cannot feel that personally. There's no way you can feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, though, when you have a guy that holds on to the ball. Sometimes, the Baltimore Ravens fall victim of this. We trying to hold our blocks, but, man, at some point we think we done, and we have no idea that this dude is running behind us. And, Justin Fields holds on to the ball instead of throwing the ball away or making a quick decision to throw somebody open. He kind of freezes, and he took a lot of sacks that he didn't have to, trying to make something happen. If it's not there, it's not there. It's just that simple.
Well, if it's not there, throw the ball away, and he hasn't been doing that. And it's an absolute kick in the
I think 9
in the
sacks,
groin. It's an absolute kick in the groin.
I think 9 sacks is the most I've ever been a part of as a player. That is a lot of sacks. That's probably I'm assuming that it wasn't that many plays in the game because it was a defense struggle. That's probably like 15 to 20% of the plays.
That's brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
Let's just say it's 60 plays or 65 plays in the game. 9 sacks? Yeesh.
That's beyond yeesh. That's beyond that. I'm going to see if I can tell you how many offensive plays.
The most we ever got was 9 against Ben Roethlisberger.
Jets had 57 offensive plays. Wow.
So 9, that's about
9 times 6 is 54, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's like almost a sixth of their plays. Oh, my God. Or a little more than a sixth of their plays. That is insane. That is insane.
To only have 54 snaps.
I still don't understand. And I actually understood what happened at the end of the half the other day. And I'm not saying it's right, but I 100% believe that even though Aaron Glenn said, I kind of made a mistake with how I handled that.
Yep.
I think if he had to do it again, he would do it the same way because he did not trust Justin on a 4th down and 1 with 30 seconds left and the clock running to not screw something up and not get the first down, and then all of a sudden they get the ball at midfield.
Yeah, they get the ball. They get 10 yards, and with their kicker, Lutz.
Yep.
That's 3 points.
Yeah. They're not giving that away. So he would rather end the half with the ball.
Here's the crazy part. He trusts the punt team more than he trusts his starting quarterback. Because he was on the 30-yard line, which is automatic points when he ran for the fake punt. So he trusts his up back.
So here's one thing about that. Brees was the up back on the play.
Yeah.
Did they sneak him onto the field?
Yeah.
He's not the normal up back, right?
No. Come on, Brees don't play.
No, I know that. No, they snuck him on just trying to make that happen. But the point is, they trusted that play more than they trusted the quarterback in that spot.
Yeah, they trusted Brees.
That's a great point.
They trusted Brees to figure out how to get the first down.
At least it's Brees. And if they had done that with like a reserve linebacker, can you imagine?
And he fumbled it.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Not even that. Just the fact that you would trust a reserve linebacker to go and do that over the quarterback in that position.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable. But this all just speaks to that much bigger problem that they have right now. And I am really loath to figure out exactly where the answer is coming from anytime soon. In the draft, in looking around the league for another possible answer. I have no idea where this answer is coming from. None.
Till they find a quarterback, you can get all the good pieces around you want. And, I was skeptical of this signing because I saw what he had did the year before, and I knew they didn't have the weapons. Like, he's a guy that you got to have great weapons all over the place.
When he had his good games in Chicago was after they had gotten DJ Moore.
Yeah.
And they had put themselves in that spot.
You just throw a screen, you just run a smoke pass right out there. DJ Moore does the rest.
Remember, they were going to go with him, and that's why they traded away the number 1 pick and got as much in return as they did, and then they just got lucky that Carolina was as bad as they were with Bryce Young in that first season.
Yep, and they got the pick.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, the number because they got the number 7 pick and I think the number 1 pick.
I'll tell you.
But then people would say they still got it wrong because it should be Jaden Daniels there, not Caleb Williams.
Let me ask you one last thing here. Michael's coming up here in a minute.
Ooh, who's Michael got?
Who's on with Michael today? Michael's Brian Costello and Paul Feinbaum. Feinbaum, okay.
He should know about the quarterbacks.
Cos was the one who asked the question to Aaron Glenn the other day about the quarterbacks and why it was reasonable to consider sitting him down.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Cos 100% right.
Yeah, I mean
100%.
Even if just to see if Tyrod could do something different, or the play calling is different.
And it's not like you couldn't go back to Fields this week.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a spark. I'm trying to win the game.
Yeah, you've played historically bad, and we try to see if we can get somebody to get us one drive. And maybe, they didn't game plan for Tyrod, so their defense was set up to stop you, and maybe Tyrod can make a couple passes.
Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. The Michael Kay Show is on the way next, so don't you dare go anywhere.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back.
I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer. Continuing D'Agostino